Beans Louise.
Beans Louise, indeed.
Beans.
What the fuck? Alright, back to the lunch together, back to that. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect. Alright, so, who died last session? Who wants to take the bullet?
I will.
Marge did. She jumped on the grenade.
Godspeed. The crab just salutes with its claw.
The crab tried to save her again, but this time he can't save explosions.
Right. The big first. Oh, why? Stream Source isn't wanting to come out. Give me 1 moment to see if I can get this. Otherwise, we will just go without it for tonight. Sometimes it simply just does not agree. It's rigged. Let's do this. Said it was out of stock. Damn, get fucked.
Hey. On your phone, you should be able to, like, click on the spot. Like, there should be, like, you should see, like, a red circle. That's, like, the disconnect. And there should be, like, little circles next to that. That should be, like, for mute and deaf, and, like, a gray circle. I'm not sure. I have an iPhone. I don't know if it's different between.
For Discord mobile?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a little thingy. Yeah, it's like a little mic.
Yes.
Hmm. There's so many things in. Oh, I don't know. I guess Streamlabs is having trouble with stream avatars again tonight. Oh well. Anyway, last way we're here. The party had arrived in Deadlock after helping shut up a very strange, not so wholesome looking rift in the ground that a large infernal beastie seemed to be climbing out of. Ragnar was unconscious and seemed unwell and was taken to a small shack of a temple in Deadlock to be taken care of by the cleric, Oscar, who seemed to be the only one currently left in the area. Ragnar was left in the care of the cleric after reasonably being denied a potential holy water bath. Art went over to the chief engineer, Selma Orlov, effectively head of the city, and asked her about acquiring the parts and/or one of their auto carts for the party themselves. She said she was willing to help get the parts at the very least, or have an auto cart rigged up for the party if they could figure out and solve their problem of where the magic items have been going missing to, stopping the thefts, and generally just helping with some of the stressing issues that she's been dealing with lately that her city guard can't seem to come up with anything for. Your investigations eventually brought you to find that it seemed to be orchestrated, or at least currently headed, by a dwarven archaeologist that passes anywhere from the Carmine Glade to Mythos Outpost, named Professor Illiard. I believe it was said that he had been seen around the northern side of the city, where you had seen a couple of people with some fancier clothes. Seemed like more of the almost like lab coats, as opposed to the regular like blue collar working gear out here, like smithing and stuff of the like. I believe Art found some arcane control cores that were trying to be smuggled out of the town by a half-work man that also said that he was put up to it by the Dwarven gentleman. Trent spotted a warehouse on the north end of town from atop the tavern, or from atop the inn, sorry, that seemed to have a lot of festival staff and, as well, people that were dressed in the similar working attire to what was described, as well as a couple of what looked like clockwork metal wormlings going in and out, tiny dragon constructs flying in and out. Winter had arm wrestling contests with children for the sake of the Progress Festival that is currently going on, and promptly threw to make the child feel better at the cost of being insulted. Turned around and saw a very familiar goblin child falling from the sky off of the rooftop into a bush, only to look and see that there was nothing there later. Marge made minis of Mount Claw and was selling those to the local population. Trent saw it too. It's okay. Yeah, of course. And our dear friend Equilibrium went to find out more about the general lore of the land and the culture of the town. And sadly, he found an old man, an old gnomish man, an old crotchety gnome named Nestor, who had set up a small shop of tiny clockwork drakes with very jagged teeth, or slightly disproportionate, and looked to be that they probably spout a good gout of flame if handled improperly. Before promptly stating that he had been around for 200 to 300 years, he couldn't quite remember, and then falling asleep multiple times.
Yeah. How many of those did we end up buying?
Oh goodness, I think there were.
We bought them all out. I'm pretty sure, but I
Right,
don't remember
right.
exactly how many there were.
I think there were 5 total. I think Equilibrium bought one, took another. Yo, thank you, Gunner. I believe Equilibrium bought one, took another, and then you guys went back to get the other 3. So I think you have 5.
Okay, 5 total. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I actually did put those down in the I just forgot about that, in the unique items channel of the
Oh, nice.
Discord,
Okay.
if you would like.
Yeah.
It's under Nestor's Clockwork Drake, unstable. Can effectively be used as a reusable tinderbox with a successful DC 5 Arcana check. Core looks as though it could be refined and repurposed by a skilled hand. Stretch and hydrate. Alright, I'll get that real quick, then we will get into it now that our recap is mostly over. Is there anything the party would like to do before we really get moving?
No, not really.
I just want to make sure everybody has written down their 11 temporary HP.
Is there?
Almost got my hoodie caught in my mic. We're good.
I was like,
Sorry. Yeah, okay. And Ragnar, as I said, was left in the care of a cleric on the other side of the city. Ragnar, you find yourself in a very dark setting. Just pitch dark all around you. You feel something. You feel a very slight bit of like pressure against your boots, about up to your shins. And looking forward, everything is dark for a moment, till 2 bright crimson torches light up on either side of a very, very large, almost goat-horned skull that red embers light up in the eye sockets of. It just seems to be facing your direction. You watch as this red liquid appears to be spilling out of the mouth of the skull onto the ground. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to move towards the wall.
Moving towards it, you do feel... It hasn't been too long since you've recognized this as about the only thing that appears to be here. And as you go to move forward, you notice that the liquid is now up to your knees, and you're actually having to kind of trudge through it a little bit. You do manage to get up to it, and it's... The skull is probably just barely taller than your body in stature. Large set of horns curling off of the back of it, and another set kind of curling off of the top, curling inward. And you watch the embers and the eye sockets just sort of follow you as you come up to it. The liquid does appear to be rising slowly. It's making it a bit harder to move.
Where am I?
Don't seem to get a response. The embers just flare a little bit brighter.
If I notice the liquid rising, I'm gonna just try to, like, the skull wasn't taller.
You're gonna try what? Sorry.
I was gonna try to, like, climb up on it, but if it's not much taller, then...
I would say give me an athletics check.
Yeah. Big number.
It's good enough. It's not too tall of a skull.
Good enough.
Yeah, you're able to kind of get a handhold in, like, where, like, the nose area would be since it's hollowed out. Pull yourself up, and you notice that this was probably up to, like, roughly around Ragnar's, like, midsection at this point, like, around the abdomen. And you notice that as you're pulling, you feel heavy from the amount of liquid that's, like, clinging to you, and you look down, and you're very familiar with the stench. This is very much blood, but it smells foul. It smells not like something that you would consume on a regular basis. Something is off about it. And you actually, as you pull yourself out, you notice that it's steaming a little bit on, like, clinging to your armor, or clinging to your attire. You do manage to pull yourself up and out. You still do feel a little bit heavier from the waist down, from where it was clinging to you. Pull yourself all the way up on top of it. The embers flaring brighter now. The torches off to the sides flaring brighter. And you're able to see there's a just hard granite wall directly behind it with 2 pillars on either side. Seem to be... They go up as far as the eye can see. You cannot see the ceiling here.
It's like, scream.
Primal barbarian yell. And you do actually feel, from the midsection down, as you scream, you can feel just the air in your lungs burns a little bit. You're finding that the more you're... It seems like the more you're breathing in here, the more you're breathing in that steam off of the blood that is stuck to your body is burning your lungs. It is... Something is not right, and it's almost to the point where it's choking you at this point. It's getting harder to breathe, and the blood is starting to pool up to around the bottom of the skull at this point.
I just can I roll like history or insight or something to see if I can, like, if I know what's going on?
I will say you could do either with advantage.
History.
Good. Give me one more for the advantage.
Yep.
Okay. You've seen this sort of essence, this steam. It's dark in here, and even with dark vision, you mostly see in shades of gray in situations like this, where it's very dimly lit. This steam, this red essence that's coming up and pouring seemingly into your lungs at this point, is very similar to the essence that was starting to show on Winter during his fight with Boombreaker in the Goblin Camp, which at the time you identified was an influence of the Demon Lord Orcus.
Mm-hmm.
And your family has had... The reason you have advantage is because your family in the past has had essentially nobles and want-to-be leaders that have tried to step up and say, why don't we claim this power for ourselves? Why don't we listen to, you know, this higher power? It's no different than claiming power from a god and being a paladin. What is the difference when, you know, we could harness this power for ourselves in the name of a higher power? And most of those people in House Ragnar were likely promptly either executed or exiled, based on your knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
As the previous few heads of the house were none too keen on deals with demons. They said they didn't need it, that they were good enough on their own, and that they would needed to prove that. Siding with a higher power seemed weak to them. But this does appear to be some sort of shrine or essence of Orcus that is affecting you right now.
Gotcha.
And as you take the time to think about this, the blood has risen to roughly the nose of the skull. It is still rising rapidly.
I guess I just try to resist as much as I can.
I will say, give me a Constitution check then. Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw?
Yes.
Uh, 12.
Mm-hmm. As you're doing your best to fight this off, you kind of like try to take a deep breath to steel yourself, and you find yourself still coughing at like the burning inside your chest right now. It's getting worse and worse. And you actually look down, and like the parts of your attire that were there, you're starting to notice are starting to burn away. And you feel it essentially burning into your skin around your ankles and legs at this point.
Ah! You will not take me. And if it looks like, it's like the essence is going to like drown me, Ragnar would sooner kill himself.
Fair enough. As the blood does get to about the eye level and is coming up on your feet, you can still feel where it is clinging to you is burning further and further into your skin. And you can feel at this point essentially parts of your blood starting to pour out of your skin and mix with this. And around your feet you see that where it goes from a very dark, murky blood, you can see yours mixing with it. And as it does, you actually see it start to glow very faintly in a pool around your feet at the top of the skull. And you remember, for a brief moment, the specter of your ancestor that looked at you when you had the skull of Ynogu in your hand, or when you had the skull that was a tribute to Ynogu in your hand, rather. And you remember essentially your ancestor granting you power to get through what you needed in this time. The power of your bloodline, essentially, being called upon. Think maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something they could do for you now.
I guess I rage.
And as you rage, you can still feel the burning on your legs. But at this point, you feel more of the blood in your body pumping than you do feel it leaving your body. You're more focused on that, the circulation, the energy, the tensing of your muscles. As the blood that's pooling at your feet begins to light up even more. And two very large crimson chains wrap around the pillars to the sides. And you hear just this guttural yell, this scream, seem to come from beneath the blood, from the skull itself, as if something is tethering it down. You see a small crack beginning to form at the top of the skull, as you have very little time left before it seems to be completely consumed by this pool that's rising. Just a very small structural integral weak point.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Let's try to abuse that crack as much as I'll punch it. I'll do anything I can to try to break this thing.
Go ahead and give me a damage roll. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere.
Let's see. Damage. So just unarmed.
Yeah, and you are raging.
Cool.
So you'll add double your rage damage with your necklace.
Right. And then unarmed. What's an unarmed strike? That's D4.
I like to do it as a D4 base, yeah.
4 plus strength.
Because normally it's just your strength modifier, I think.
So, and then double because of the necklace, right?
Yes. What is your strength modifier?
Let me make sure. I think it's 4.
Yeah, 18 strength.
18.
Yeah, okay, so 4. And then that's plus the rage damage, which would be double. What's your rage damage? Is it 2 or 3? Apparently.
It still says plus 2.
Plus 2? Okay, so that's another 4. So that's 9 points of damage. And you see you do get your fist almost all the way through this. It is about to cave in. And as you do, punch into this, you feel the same sort of, black shadowy essence pouring out of the top of it as was pouring out of the rift before. And you hear that yelling continue as it sounds like it's trying to fight whatever's going on with these chains on the sides of it. It seems like it's barely hanging on, about to break. And as you pull your fist back, you do feel that the liquid that was down there has clung to your fists, and you're starting to feel it burn into your knuckles at this point.
I won't be taken down by this. Hit it again.
Go for it. Give me another D4 damage. Plus 8. And with that, you rear back, and you feel at this point, the blood that was burning into your legs, you look down to punch, and you see that it's going into sinew and some of the exposed bone that is now there. And you simply do not care. Through pure rage and force of will and determination, you bring your fist down. You hear a massive shattering crack. And you feel that shadow essence just spill up into your face, and everything goes dark again. So, back to the rest of the party. How would you guys like to proceed with the rest of the Progress Festival that is going on today?
I believe last time I was on my way back to the boys to inform them on some information regarding the things that I saw on the roof.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody was kind of grouping back up, yeah.
Gee.
Oh, I will leave that to you,
Alright,
wherever
well.
you guys would like to regroup. Yep.
I mean, honestly, I'm not too sure. It's kind of anywhere.
Everybody pulling up to the Marge stall.
I was about to say, honestly, we sold out, right? So we were just kind of like
You sure did.
laying around at this point under the shade of a tree, if possible.
Yeah,
We had a good day's work.
Mhm.
Me and the old crab.
that was fairly close to the end as well. It was about a block away from like the town square, so pretty easy to spot.
I guess I'm gonna rally up the boys and what's everyone seen? What's everyone doing?
Yeah, R will relay everything that he's kind of seen. From the basically everything that happened to him, him like interrogating the guy, telling him about the dwarf, and who seems to be kind of running this kind of thing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Cam. What did I get from him again? By the way, I picked up. It was a bag of what?
It was a bag of what you know to be as an artificer is for essentially arcane control cores. It's kind of
That's
like
right,
the
okay.
logic and reasoning center of what would be a construct's brain.
Yeah. So I tell everyone about the dude that I stopped, the dwarf, and then I show them the kind of construct.
That's weird. I just kind of figured them robots just like were like us, you know? They just like thought like I did.
No, they. I mean, some of them have what's very similar capabilities, but it's not exactly the same.
Oh, what's the one you have running around? His name's like 7-8, right?
6'8".
6-8. Oh yeah. I don't know. He seemed pretty like in there, you know. Like he could like just.
6'8's pretty advanced. I mean, we could probably take it a step farther, but he's pretty advanced as far as things go.
Oh. So you're telling me is like, do they have feelings?
I
I guess-
I'd reckon I'd say so.
Okay.
I don't know if it's as complex as you or I, but they seem, they can be very sentient.
That's fair. Well, um, I'm going to be that guy, Cam. It's been
Do it.
2 weeks. I fucking forget what the fuck I saw on the roof because I didn't write it down.
No, you're good.
Dan
Uh,
didn't write something down. That's
God,
pretty
Yeah.
Notes,
I'm
Imagine.
notes. Well, your character forgets everything completely.
The note
it.
taker
Trent
forgot the
amnesia.
notes. I'm sorry. My brain.
Trentnesia, if you will.
Oh, Arrow's hollering for me. I'll be literally right back.
Fair enough. But no. Basically what Trent spotted from the rooftop was mostly just your standard festival goers and like it looked like people were kind of going about their business. You saw the food carts, the little toy carts, stands, stuff like that. People passing around fruit and everything. But toward the north end of town appeared to be a large warehouse with essentially a garage door style opening, where you did see a small robot or robotic construct clockwork wormlings, like tiny dragons, that were flying in and out of it. And you saw people that were essentially described to be in similar outfits to the dwarven man that you were looking for, were around the area as well.
Yeah, so like I went up on that roof over there and I pointed at it, like where I was standing, like exactly. I was behind that chimney. I was just like hanging out up there. Um, and I saw over there that there's some like wormy robots coming out of that garage door over there. And so they had some guys looking like the dwarf that we were like looking for. So I thought maybe we could go that way and get a little looksy going on.
Yeah. I think that might be exactly what we're looking for. What does everyone else think?
Oh, I forgot. I also saw a goblin. There's a little goblin kid running around here somewhere. I don't know where he went, but saw him. Keep your eye out.
Is there a reason why we're looking out for this goblin kid?
I believe Art was looking at a goblin kid.
Wait, was I?
No, Art. I'm sorry, Winter. My
Oh.
brain. Yeah, the goblin kid's just in there scrambling it. I can't think of it. Yeah, Winter was looking for the little goblin kid. I don't know where he went, but rip.
I think
Oh
currently,
shit! Winter's cooking, right?
yeah, I was gonna say, I believe
Yeah.
Winter said, just messaged me, said mic not working, beyond in 5, but they can hear. Yeah, okay, there you go. But he just said, can you tell them that?
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Uh,
Okay.
we're gonna go over there to them little guys, the robots, and we're gonna do some espionage.
I'm gonna pull out 6-8 if possible, and I'm gonna hey 6-8. What do you think the capabilities of these? And I'm gonna show them the cores that I found. What do you think the capabilities of these might be? What do you think they would do for you?
Well, looking at those, if those are control cores, that would be like installing a separate brain for me. That would be interesting, to say the least. It would be a very neurodivergent experience.
Well, is that something you might want to try, or?
Oh, what? My brain's not good enough for you? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I'm giving you the option.
No,
you
I
know,
get
if-
it. No.
So he does have feelings. I see. I get it. Yeah.
Of course I have feelings. I probably have more feelings than you.
Yeah. See, look, I was right.
I just
Little robot guys just know a lot and they feel a lot. Yeah. Little guys.
I feel plenty. I feel sad when I'm left in a dark bag for hours on end. But you know what? It's kind of just like what I imagine sleeping is for you guys, really. So I guess it's not too bad. I get to sleep a lot, but it's really cool when I get to be awake and like out here with you guys. Just saying.
The fucking Trent's got like fucking dark circles under his eyes. He's just like fucking exhausted. He's like, yeah, man, I just really love sleeping.
Yeah, no, sleeping's great. look, if you shoved one of those in me, all I'm gonna say is I probably wouldn't be the same 6'8" that I am now. You would basically be installing a different personality for me.
So this isn't
Oh.
something that would necessarily enhance you as much as it would just change who you are.
I'm sure some people just could probably siphon them and use them as batteries. They are pretty powerful, but I mean, you would need very specific equipment for that.
What you're saying is I could use some of these parts to make you stronger, but keep you.
Look, if you've got a big
better
fan,
laser,
The
But still,
laser?
Yeah, I'm not here. Why am I talking?
better laser. What do you think about that?
better laser would be pretty cool.
I think we could do some with that.
That'd be. But look, we'll table it for now. But I mean,
Yeah.
this is. Do you even know how to siphon the energy out of these things?
And I can learn.
Oh, learning is one thing. Having the proper materials and the proper tools is another.
Oh,
We'll see what you can.
Believe you me, I'm not going to do anything without your consent and the proper necessary means.
Well, thank you. I would shake your hand if I had one.
I tip my hat at 6'8".
He kind of just like gives a nod, like as best he can as well.
You're talking about lasers, motherfucker ain't got no hands.
Now, is there anything else you need to know, or am I going back to the long dark?
Oh, you can stay out as long as 6'8". Here's the thing: you can come out whenever you want. You are your own robot.
Well,
You can
the
do whatever
last-
you want.
Look, the last time I came out on my own, I kind of felt bad. You were trying to climb up this weird tree and like spying on this wizard man that was in a weird tree house, and I think I scared you and I knocked you down, and I might have fucked up your plan a little bit. So I apologize for that. That's on me. So I've been trying to be a little more, conservative with how much I just jump out, surprise you once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but if you're always out, then you can't surprise me.
Oh, that is true. That is true. I'll just have to I'll have to keep in mind if you're trying to be like a sneaky boy, I'll do what I can to not make as much noise, but propeller.
Well, anyway, well, that's good to know. Do you know if these are something that, like these specific ones, are they familiar to you at all, or?
You see 6'8" kind of like get a little closer and look at him. I feel like I've seen them before. I'm not sure why. I don't know why I would have. I mean, I guess if I would be watching other, like, constructs like me be assembled, maybe? Or, like, for automatons? But I don't remember that actually happening. They seem familiar, though. And I guess I know a little bit about them.
Interesting. All right, well, appreciate your help. Guys, what do you think we should do from here? We're gonna go investigate farther, or what's the plan?
Well, I guess that. Has anyone seen Ragnar? You think he's still fine back there?
We left him. Well, I'm sure at some point we need to go check on him. I mean, he is my patient after all. I'd like to check up on him, but
Do you want to go check on Ragnar first before we do the espionage so we feel a little better about it, or what do you want to do?
The crab's already putting on his like ghillie suit.
I believe the crab's ready to go. But I suppose we could sneak a peek, make sure he's doing all right.
Imagine for a moment you just vibing outside your base, chilling. Think you're gonna lean on this rock, and suddenly that rock actually is a crab coming up out of the ground, and you're like, oh shit,
Oh shit.
you're just dead.
Oh,
What are you gonna do?
test.
It's like a trapdoor spider. Welcome back.
Yo, what's up?
Testing.
Oh god, sorry.
Testing. Testing.
Testing.
Testing.
Testing.
Testing.
Testing working.
Oh yeah, Winter just woke up says testing.
Take
No, he was
character.
lost in thought. I want to walk up to 6'8" and just look really intently and just say, "This sentence is a lie."
Oh,
Is that supposed to break computers? Like AI?
Oh, is that what I am? My computer to you?
I don't know what you are.
I see. I bet we all look the same, huh?
I mean, I'm in a group
Damn,
of mages.
68 been a little sassy today.
All right, anyway, what are we doing? This was what Windows says.
6'8" flies
He's
back
been
to
lost in
Art
thought.
and just mumbles, like, kind of under his breath if he had it. Man, looks like a walking porcelain doll, and he's got the nerve to call me a computer.
Art cracks a little smile, chuckles a little bit, and just kind of like stares off.
Sorry.
Right? Yeah, we should probably get Ragnar. He's probably gonna kill us for what, imprisoning him. That's what he wakes up to.
Listen, I don't think Ragnar is that you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think he's gonna be that angry. You know, he could just
I mean,
be
he's-
just.
Smash cut to all of you in the dungeon.
He's the leader of eminence, and you tossed him in a cell when he's unconscious.
Oh God, the fucking tunnel!
As the words leave Trent's mouth, he's probably not that angry. Almost on cue, you do hear a loud metallic clang, a thump, and screaming coming from the direction of the shack, which is a good, like, 6 blocks away from where you are right now.
Oh, good, he's feeling better.
Oh look, there he is. See, I told you he wouldn't be too angry.
My favorite moment from last session was when the priest was like, "Oh, I got this holy water," and everybody's like, "Eh."
Hold on, wait.
Mm.
But
And then
do
when
we recognize it as him, or like is it just to kind of
It's nothing familiar to you, like
Gotcha.
particularly familiar. Just sounds like metallic clanging and commotion, and people yelling.
Oh God,
I believe I'd go check it out.
yeah, I'm on my way. Trent fucking dashes. He sprints. He's just fucking pushing people out of the way. He's going towards whatever sound that is.
The winner jogs next to you.
My
And- But go ahead.
my will to heal anyone at any time. A Hippocratic oath kicks in, and I just gotta get in there. You know.
Dr. Trent, Warrior Dr. King Trent.
Yeah. By the end of this, I'm gonna have so many tags of my title. It'll be great.
Warrior Doctor, yeah.
It'll be easy to search you up that way. But it does take you guys a few minutes to get there, but like you see some people kind of like hustling away, and like some concerned parents kind of like holding their child by the shoulder and like looking back to make sure that nothing's like coming back from there. And you do see like a little bit of smoke rising from the direction of the shack as you pull up, and there appears to be Oscar, the cleric that was in charge, is coming out of the shack at this point, and he appears to have his kind of like his cloak on but not pulled up over his head, and kind of looks both ways and like looks to the looks and kind of wraps around to the cellar entrance side of the shack as you're approaching. Doesn't seem to notice you yet.
Is everything okay? What's going on?
Everything is not okay in the name of Tyr. Look at this. And as you do, like, kind of crane your neck around the side, you notice that where the cellar doors were, both of them are missing. There appears to be a little bit of smoke rising out of the cellar, and you just see broken chains, like padlocks, just sitting around the outside of the area that were scattered against the brick wall next to them.
Oh, damn.
Oh no!
Which way
Is
did
he
he go?
mad?
Is he?
I could only assume so.
Listen, which way did he go?
I don't know. I was inside when I heard the commotion.
Are there any obvious tells of which direction Ragnar went?
I would say you could. I would say you could give a perception check or investigation. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna let me do investigation, I will do investigation.
It is. It's investigating the scene. Yep, that'll work.
Yeah. Both.
Guidance.
12. Okay. Makes a difference. So as you're investigating, you notice like the first thing you see is that the doors don't appear to be hit in a way that they don't appear. You're familiar with Ragnar's weapon. They don't have dents in them from what appears to be Ragnar's usual maul, like the spiked maul that he carries. This appears to have just been done with a single blow from something else. Be it, you've seen Ragnar fight in different ways, be it a hand, headbutting, whatever. But, seems like a single blow knocked this off without a weapon. And the only real bit of clue that you notice is, there is a tiny bit of, steam rising off of the ground, heading towards the northern end of town. And you see two very small droplets that look like, with that investigation check, yeah, you would notice it's just two tiny droplets of blood that appear to have fallen into the, onto the cobble kind of alleyway that is heading that direction. And both of them appear to have just the slightest bit of steam coming off of them. They stop steaming as you're investigating them.
Cool. Then I follow that way. On the way out, I believe I got a couple vials of my blood. Right? I took a couple vials.
Of your own? I believe so.
Yes. I'm going to get those out of my pack as I run towards, run in the direction of that blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're able to get about 2 blocks up, and you can see, like, a couple of, crates that appear to have been knocked out of the way from just, people's trash has been knocked over as it's been sitting out in these alleyways. And eventually it splits off, and there's about 3 different alleyways, leaning toward the north end of town. And even with your investigation roll, this appears to be where the trail goes cold, as there is no sign of, nothing looks disturbed anymore, as it did, a moment ago.
There's just nothing.
There doesn't appear to be much to go off of. It's as though he was moving this way, and then suddenly either for lack of a better term, it's as though he was running this way and vanished from this path.
Where did he go? Did everyone else come with me?
Yeah, can Trent maybe use his special eyes to see with his
His
Orbulars?
Keka Genkai.
yeah. You can give me a perception check if you like.
Here, vampire. What are vampires? Like fiend or something? What are they? Is it just vampire?
Undead.
Typically, they're considered undead. Yeah, in terms of just like classification.
Oh, can I cast an old detect evil and good, and then see which way you went? Does it?
Does that
it
detect
says-
undead in
It
particular?
says it. Yeah, and it says if there's a place or object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated desecrated. I don't know if that would be count for what he traveled on.
What's the range on it?
30
Like how
feet.
far around you? Okay.
So I would try to use it to try to find like the trail.
And like, I would say that if you cast that like while you were running, you would notice that for as small a shack as it is, you do get a small reading of consecrated ground from the temple that you were running away from. But as you get to the end of this path, you don't sense anything out of the ordinary with detect good and evil. Trent, with a 21, you kind of get the same inkling that Art got of like, it looks like he just vanished from this path. And then like, you're kind of scratching your head, and you hear some birds flying overhead, and you look up and you notice just the slightest bit on one of the rooftops on the right side, still heading toward the north edge of town. There are some tiles that appear to have been damaged on one of the rooftops.
Look, Art, he went up there, I think. And I point out the tiles, and I'm like, oh shit, how do I get up there? Oh god.
And as you do that, you like probably look away, and then you look back, and Art's like shadowy, misty form is appearing on top of the roof.
Oh, that
Go
was
pee.
fucking rad. Oh god. And Trent like gets together some like fucking crates or barrels that are just like around, so he can like fucking give himself enough fucking room and space to grab onto the ledge, and tries to pull himself up onto the roof. Just random shit.
Yeah, I would say that's doable enough. There's like essentially like a makeshift dumpster that would be usable to get up there, especially with Art's help.
Hell yeah.
So 2 of you have made it up to a rooftop in pursuit of what you can only assume to be Ragnar.
And I'm like full sprint running after him.
And
Yeah.
I will say this is another case of the tiles on this roof are damaged, but then like as you get up there, it's kind of like a oh shit moment of like looking across. This is a decent sized city, and like as you get up there, you realize if he got up here, he could probably make a pretty decent sized jump at this point. And you go to look around, like you start scanning the rooftops ahead of you, and you realize there are a lot of options, and none of them look. There doesn't seem to be a trace on any of them.
The hell, Ragnar?
I didn't know that Ragnar was a parkour god. Damn.
A lot of TikTok.
Right.
I'd like to see him hit a mean gainer over that statue over there.
As you, so to kind of get from place to place, it looks like we're gonna need to kind of move around and jump around a lot. I'm guessing.
There's you would essentially be trying to clear like the distance of an alleyway, so a good like at least like 8 to 10 feet apart from roof to roof.
And so basically, we're like trying to like find a needle in a haystack at this point because we have.
That's kind of the feeling you get when you get up there and you start looking, and you kind of get that oh shit realization, because you would be looking for. Ragnar is not one to be discreet normally, but you're noticing like there's not a lot to go off of currently.
I got something. I got something that might work. Trent's gonna fucking hold his loot very, very tightly against his chest like at the base of it. He's like, okay, Ragnar, please don't be mad. Please don't be mad, Ragnar. Don't be mad. And he's gonna cast Sense of Motion, and he's just gonna look for angry individual.
What is the range?
I tuned my senses to pick up emotions of others for the duration. When you cast this spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, I can focus my senses on one humanoid you can see within 30 feet of you. You instantly learn the target's prevailing emotion, whether it's love, anger, pain, fear, calm, something else. If the target isn't actually humanoid or immune to being charmed, I sense that it's calm. I'm basically just going to cast this preemptively because it's concentration for a bit, and I can like just running around and hoping I can feel out some anger.
That's a safe bet. All right, fair enough. Within 30 feet, you
Just gonna like spread, run around.
Was it targeting one individual, or is it kind of like Detect Good and Evil, where it's like a radius around you type deal?
Well, it says I can focus. Well, okay, so when you cast the spell, and as your action on each turn until the spell ends, I can focus my senses on one humanoid I can see within 30 feet. So, within the time frame, I guess I could do a lot of people. If that makes any sense?
Yeah, and I mean, like, kind of just like looking down from the roof, like, you do pick up on like angry energy from some people, and like, but it seems to be more just like, you know, distressed merchants, people on the street, stuff like that. You're not sensing Ragnar levels of anger that are essentially palpable in the air as you are around him.
Pain.
You're more than welcome to keep it up though, as like a blip.
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm just spreading out. I gotta find Ragnar.
Point the direction. I'm not parkouring. I'll just run into town.
Yeah, literally, like, the only direction that you have is, like, essentially heading toward the north end of town. It seems like it was heading north, and it's kind of just, the roof is breaking off a little bit, but that was the general direction. So, Winter is breaking into a run, like, running through the alleys, trending harder on the rooftop. Marjorie, what is Marge and the crab doing?
I'm looking for blood or hearing Angry Boy.
Right.
I don't know. I guess I don't even fucking know. I'll be honest. This all kind of got real quick all of a sudden. I guess just hang around if they need me. Just holler. I'm staying as close as I can. Me and the crab are on the ground. I'm assuming because like I ain't crawling across nothing like that. We're just vibing.
Like, Winter takes off in a dead sprint, and you're just kind of, like, gingerly walking behind him at a casual pace.
Well, like, we're just trying to make sure that when he needs me, I'll be there, because otherwise I'm not going to keep up with him. That's for damn sure.
Right. I would say...
Winter will sprint for like 5 minutes, and he's done without armor.
That's very fair, yeah.
Too long.
You're essentially just, like, kind of like Assassin's Creed, like, shouldering through crowds since it's a festival and it's kind of crowded, especially, like, through, like, the main thoroughfares. But,
I mean, I would just straight knock people over. It'd probably be a promotion if I'm going through crowds.
Okay, so
you start picking up more angry people as Winter pushes people over and such.
Oh, God.
As I'm running through the crowd, like, I'm still kind of, like, part shadowy. There's, like, shadows just kind of, like, wisping off from my corporeal form. How do people like react to that?
I would
like
say
people just get out of the way, right?
A lot of people tend to just get out of the way, especially if they have their children with them. Like, a lot of the workers are just like, oh, another fucking hole opening up and letting them out again. Like, talking about the demons that have been coming out around the area lately.
Surprisingly chill.
No, these people have been on edge. I would say everybody at this point could give me a perception check.
Perception check.
Does that include me?
With my special
no,
balls.
not Ragnar. This is listening for Ragnar.
Yeah, I figured.
Mhm.
Winter wants to yell out.
That's the crab
you
getting
gotta
a
arm wrestle
sense.
me again, you coward. Because that'll give me advantage, right?
Not in this situation.
All right.
I respect it
He
though.
does yell it still. Though.
Of course.
Is this perception's wisdom?
Yes.
So I add a d4.
Nice.
Let's go.
So, Art being on the ground pushing through people, you hear more people focus. You kind of try not to, but like 6'8's keeping up behind you as well. But like between him like trying to chat with you and like being like, I'll keep my eyes open, I'll do my best, just tell me what you want me to look for. Like he's trying to like help and feed information as well as like the commotion around you from the festival. It's kind of hard to really focus in on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Winter, you feel like you start to hear noise rising on one part of town in a direction a little off to your right, like toward since you've gone pretty far north, it's a little like to your east. You feel a little bit of like, not necessarily like anything crazy or Ragnar related, but you feel like a little bit of like commotion coming up, and then you bump into this big burly, like just full-blooded orc. And he, like, turns around and has this like, heavy apron on. He's got a bandana on. Looks like he's got, like, soot on his face. He's like, look, pal, I just clocked off. I am not about to make you anything. I don't care how hard you hit me.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah, whatever. And, Marge and Trent. You guys would hear what sounds like a yelling and screaming commotion coming from generally the same direction that Winter started to hear something. You've gone toward, like, you're essentially in, like, the northwestern corner of town right now, more or less. You're
Okay.
hearing it a little bit to the east, toward, like, the central northern part of the city.
Okay, well. Supposed to be able to head that way.
And you can also hear, with rolls like that, a sound that you're not super familiar with yet, but like that you've gotten a little more familiar with, and that is the sound of some auto carts slowly rolling in that direction.
Oh no. Wait, wouldn't we have heard those before in the forest?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, it's still
Yeah,
something that's
okay.
kind of new to you, but you are familiar with it because you've experienced it before.
Oh no, whatever's going on over there is probably not in good shape. Yeah, Trent's fucking full sprinting, like fucking on the slanted roofs and like fucking sliding on the fucking shingles a little bit and like falling and like picking himself back up and just like stumbling, and he's not used to the fucking shingle or tile or whatever. He's just fucking
Right.
running.
Give me an athletics check real quick, just to see if you can maintain like rooftop presence.
Oh no. Jack of all trades, baby.
Yep.
That acrobatics or athletics?
I'd allow acrobatics for this as well. It's
Yo,
not
let's-
it's not always jumping up as
Oh.
much as it is just like using the momentum as well, making sure you're rolling properly.
That's a 13.
13.
Yeah,
That's
good enough. You're still stumbling and like trying to pick yourself up, and there's a couple times where you do kind of just like like knock the wind out of yourself out on a like hitting your gut on a gutter and then like pulling yourself back up and kind of like squirming your way back up once in a while.
Oh god.
But you're getting there. You're doing it.
Doing it. Yeah, and, Trent's just on his way there. He's ready to get it done.
Mhm. And as you guys begin to approach that side of town, you hear a little bit further north is where the sound of like the screaming came from, or like the commotion came from. And now you're starting to hear the crowd itself get louder and more excited as you see those who would get there first would like toward the center of town, or like the northern side of what would be the center of town. Do notice a couple of auto carts going through with a little bit of and some of them are starting to shoot off tiny, like, those little spark core things that the kids were playing with, the tiny rods that spin around and have sparks shooting out the sides, like the little harmless sparks. And it seems like people are gathering around for a sort of parade. But aside from that, like, you do reach the center and you see a big fountain in the middle that some of the carts are starting to roll around and, like, pass through. But you kind of, once again, like, as you all gather there, you're kind of just looking around, and once you get there, then I would need one more perception check from everyone, please.
My special balls of my facial eyeballs.
The what, man?
As you
When
do.
roll on your
There we
stream.
go.
I just keep trying to do it on your stream.
I've done it so many times
Every
before.
single session.
What have I done every single session?
No, I'm saying me. I have the stream up and I go to roll, but I'm like, oh, that's not.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I do that too.
E.
It's like, oh, should I click on like the little thingy in the video? And I'm like, wait, no, I paused the stream.
All of those would be good enough. As you all eventually arrive via a couple of you on the roof, or did you went down in the crowds, right? Like on street level, or would you like to have gone back up to the rooftops as well?
I think I would have been on the roof still, going from place to place.
Fair enough, yeah. And it's like Trent did before. It's easy enough to kind of just like pile it up or like get on some people's carts or something. You'll get yelled at a little bit, but I mean, what are they gonna do to get rooftop access here? But yeah, no, it's with the festival in full swing. You do notice that there is a larger float coming down. Looks like it has a large mechanical dragon head mounted on the top of it,
I
and
just saw I just saw the stream status leaving. Or the chat.
Yeah, the voice channel status, I changed it.
oh shit. That's pretty good. But there's a larger auto cart coming down the road toward the fountain as well. And Art, this kind of clicks in your brain. You remembered Miss Orlov mentioning. She said, "Do you have any idea how much the main attraction for the festival tomorrow costs?" And you get the feeling this is probably what she was talking about, as you hear some people kind of like whispering to each other as it starts to roll through the center, and the sparklers start to pick up on the sides, and you see like the dragon head kind of raise up with like a hydraulic lift, open its mouth, and like look straight up, its horns going back almost too far into the cart. But it seems to have been measured properly and made properly. It rears back, roars, and lets out, fires off a large, like almost like pink and green sparkling canister straight into the air. And you watch as 4 small mechanical wormlings fly out of it to the sides, and small compartments out of the auto cart fly up toward the sky, and all shoot what appear to be the equivalent of Roman candles up into it and set it off as a large firework explosion. And you hear the crowd start cheering and just roaring. Some people are just like, "Is that the Zelmora float? That's the one they were talking about. They said they were going to make a big dragon. I thought it was going to have legs. I mean, I guess it's still alright, but come on." And people start, like, you know, the crowd starts really going off, and, like, some of the kids are, like, chasing it down the street. And, Art, at this point, I would like you in particular to make a insight check,
Insight check? Oh, God.
if you would.
Sure.
I would say insight or arcana is okay for this.
Arcana's cool. You got it.
Both would
Don't need
apply.
to twist my arm.
Right.
That's an 18.
You see some of the kids getting close to the float, and like you're familiar with the like prestidigitation level sparks that are coming off the side. You know they're not actually going to hurt the kids.
Yeah.
But You also notice, like, behind those, something under, like, the front ventilated, like, hood section is also sparking a little bit, and people don't seem to be seeing it. And you notice that as the wormlings start to come back down, some of them begin almost, like, flying in a erratic pattern as well, and doing the same. And you notice the cart, like, where the smoke begins to, like, fall from the firework explosion. You notice, like, again, it's kind of masking that there's smoke coming from under the hood of the front of the auto cart as well. Something appears to be wrong with the big float.
So it looks like this thing's about to go.
It looks like something is malfunctioning inside of it right now. Like, you see, as it goes to, like, bring the head back down as well, the jaw goes to close, and it can't fully close, and it kind of gets, like, the, where you see a machine trying to, like, reset back to its default state, and it can't quite do it, so the jaw keeps trying to, like, close and can't, and just kind of, like, clicks a few times in place before it finally goes back.
If that happens, Art is going to run down, or, like, jump down and run towards it.
And I would say, those closest to it, who would be down on, like, street level before Art gets up to that point already, who was staying down low? That was
I'm down low,
Winter
but I'm
and
still
Marge, correct?
behind. Yeah,
Right.
Winter was.
How far am I from it?
Not super far. I'd say you're only a good, like, probably about 100 feet away.
100 feet? Yeah, I'm going to run as fast as I can until I can get to, like, within 60 feet of it. And then I would like to cast Pyrotechnics and try and extinguish as much of it as I like. It says you can extinguish the fire in that area, and you can create either fireworks or smoke.
Okay.
Choose an area of flame that you can see, and that can fit within a 5-foot cube within range. And then I can turn that into, like, fireworks, basically.
Okay, I gotcha. So roll with me on this for that.
Sure.
Real quick, the people that are closest, which I would say, at this point, Marge, you would be kind of walking up as well, and just following the sound. Like, you guys would be coming out of an alleyway as opposed to, like, going through one of the thoroughfares. And, like, you would be walking up, and you see this display as well. Like, you'd be able to see the firework go up in the air, and as you come out of the alley, you see the float that fired it. And it's definitely larger than the other auto carts. It's about twice as large. And obviously the large mechanical dragon neck and head on top of it appear to be a lot heavier as well, so it's probably trying to support that. But I would say just being that close at this point, let me look at your previous perception checks real quick. Yeah, okay. We're just going to go off those because I don't want to make you guys roll 3 in a row. Both of those are good enough. Winter, you would see, like, Marge come up next to you, and, like, before you guys...
Marge would, like, catch up to me, because at this point I'm probably too winded. They're just faster than me.
Right, yeah. Trent, you would also be roughly, like... You would also be on a rooftop. I'll leave that up to you whether you wanted to, like... You probably wouldn't get there... You'd probably get there about the same time as Winter or Marge, probably not as fast as Art did.
Yeah.
But you would still be on one of the rooftops, and you would, like... I'd say you could give me an Arcana or Insight as well to see if you recognize that anything's wrong, but you do see that Art is essentially on the ground booking it towards this thing now.
Arcana or Insight? Yeah, we're doing Insight.
Okay.
Yeah. 21.
Pretty much same deal. You can see that this is like smoke is coming out of places that it probably shouldn't be, even though you're not, you know, as mechanically inclined. And some of the sparks appear to be a little more than the harmless ones that it should be there. And you notice it's starting to, like, the eyes are starting to flicker a little bit now as well. And you kind of get the feeling this is probably why Art's approaching this thing. You're probably only a good, like, 80 feet. I'd say 80 feet away from it as well, but Art's already kind of taken off towards it. But, I will let you act real quick. What would you like to do with this information?
I would like to cast minor illusion, and make my voice really fucking loud. And I'm just gonna tell everybody around the thing to run from it, if they aren't already.
I was gonna say most people don't seem to notice, so hearing that, as you throw your voice kind of over it, people are kind of like looking around. You see some parents start to like back their kids up a little bit, or like grab them, pull them away from the float a little bit, and like Marge and Winter, you hear that, and you guys are like, from where you're at, things look pretty normal because this is a pretty tall float. The bird's eye view is really what helped with picking up on some of the things that were going on. But from inside of it, with your perception checks previously, you hear a very faint, muffled voice coming from what sounds like inside the float. And all you hear is, come on, stop it, thing. And you hear what sounds like something coming loose or being dislodged and sparking. And as you do, you see smoke really start to billow out stronger from under the hood. A couple of people start to notice and realize why Trent was yelling. And as what would have been a fairly large fiery explosion starts to come up, you see the fire begin to billow out and then slowly almost compress itself into a ball and go off as a small firework as Art essentially catches the fire coming out of the engine and repurposes it into a harmless firework. The people around may have to adjust their eyes a little bit afterward, as I believe that's a blinding effect, right?
Yeah, it's a pyrotechnics blinds. Yeah.
So like some of the people nearby would be like screaming and like kind of fall back on their ass a little bit and like trying to get away, and you see people bumping into the brick and stuff like that. But at that point, I will say, Trent, you do start to detect a very strong sense of anger, a deep rage coming from across the street from where you guys are at. And with that, I would like everyone to roll initiative, as I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
May I ask real quick? I didn't earlier I asked what if detect even good would do anything to Ragnar. I didn't actually mean to use it. I don't know if it was like treated like I used it.
If you didn't actually want to use it, then yeah, that's fine. Like we can say that.
Yeah, I just
was not
literally
used
didn't
at the
know
time.
what he was counted as.
Right.
Yeah, my bad. I even typed out a message. I was just too scared to send. I was like, well, he kind of treated as if I did. I don't know. I don't mean to take back.
Yeah, no, you are good.
Thank you.
18. Oh god, please, not evil Ragnar.
There's a lot going on.
Did you want me to roll initiative?
If you would, please.
For whose team?
Oh man.
I've been wanting to fight a Ragnar.
Did you say you're going to the bathroom?
I am going to in a moment. I would like to get everybody's initiatives down, and then I'm going to take 5 real quick before we start combat.
Gotcha.
Wait, mine.
That's kind of tasty.
And make sure everybody has control of their tokens.
Yo, that thing's fucking huge.
It's a little big.
Guys, I'm not gonna run in there yet. I'm gonna. I
To
kind of want to
imagine.
have like more than 25% of my health after a fight for once.
And we'll see.
That does look like a cool thing to punch, though.
Man,
Look at
imagine.
it.
I was gonna say, yeah. Trent and Art, I will allow you to place yourselves on any of the 3 rooftops that are around. Not the bottom right one though, as that appears to simply be a fireworks stand.
I stand on the fireworks stand.
It's more so. It's less because I care about your safety. You can move over to it and stand on it if you want to, and more because it would have been much harder to get on top of that because it's a little bit further away from like actual other like buildings.
Winter's pumped. This time he could take all the damage and actually get the glory for the kill because Ragnar's not here yet. I'll usually get up.
Did I get to do?
Down
Okay, yeah.
and then Ragnar swings a tree.
Okay.
Just too Chad.
Yeah, I'm going to run and use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Same.
Me too.
Yep, quick fiver.
All together.
Where's Ragnar?
Task Force X. Show me what you got. Going airborne. Your new
Beans Louise.
to kill the Justice League.
Back. I have cheddar broccoli soup.
Sounds good as hell. I might have to make some soup after this, actually. It sounds amazing. Also, I just got back. Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Back.
Thanks. I hear a couple people. Do we have Art and Marge as well? And
Yep.
Eileen? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Gotcha. Marge? Yes? Okay, wait for Marge to get back.
What about the crash?
Hey.
Is the crab here?
Chittering noises.
Perfect.
Call me the man.
Also, I apologize for the grid being a little obscured by how white the path was. I had intended for the roads here to be like a more white cobble as opposed to the standard stuff. But I didn't realize how much it was going to blur with the grid lines.
Yo, hear me out.
I bet.
Make
Hey,
the
welcome
grid
back.
lines black.
Can I change that right now?
You might be able to, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know if Roll20 lets you change on the fly. If I can, I will.
I think it's somewhere on the right.
Bet Winter.
Oh, my next character.
Hold on, I casted
You're
Lord.
about to
now
get it.
go gamer.
I no longer feel safe.
Okay, it's fine. We'll roll with it.
You
So-
shouldn't feel safe. You should feel dangerous.
I will let Winter and Marge. I will let you two collectively decide which of the like left, bottom, or right side of town that you came from and that you are approaching this from.
Which way do we come from, gamer?
Well, when we were initially, I thought he said it was. I heard the noise to my right before I bumped into the large person,
All right.
which would put us
Well-
up here, right?
And
That would
put
make
us
sense.
up there. All right, up there then.
To our right.
Alrighty.
Hi, Art.
Howdy.
Where's Ragnar?
Not quite sure yet.
I don't care about this town. I don't want to fight this. What's wrong with Ragnar?
So, as you're arriving here, this large parade float appears to be going haywire, and something under the hood appears to have just exploded. You notice all of the small bronze-looking mechanical wormlings that were around it also appear to be malfunctioning or having trouble of some sort, and are kind of like sparking and shrieking, and people have started to just run and vacate from the area, as something this large rampaging around town would probably be a problem. A couple of things that you do see and notice around this area. All of the small, like, whatever you would consider these, like, diamond shape and little lamps that are coming off of buildings are just that. They are lamps. They're effectively torches that have been lit and that are contained within, small glass containers. Over here is a fireworks stand that was selling fireworks to whoever would buy them. In the middle is a large fountain and 4 large barrels of water. And off to the sides, around some of the buildings, just in case they needed more for the celebration, are barrels of what appear to be simply black powder that are scattered around. And with that, what was everybody's initiative? I'm going to go through it real quick.
Mine was 5.
5? Okay.
11.
14.
Gonna move this over here. At turn. 14. Ragnar's was 5. I will keep that written down. Going across then. Winter.
11.
11. Trent. What was your initiative?
Stop. The worst I was muted.
No, you're good.
18.
18. Merge and Crab.
16.
16. Y'all rolling big. Very good. Let me see real quick.
Merge.
Merge. That is a 13. Or which one? And these little guys are going to have separate turns. Hey, buddy. I know. 14. Okay. Oop. Okay, there we go. Did I just... Yeah, okay, we're good. Thought I closed it real quick. Alright. Trent. What would you like to do in this situation?
Oh, you
Oh, we
know,
go last just once.
the old tried and true. We're blessing up the homies at a fucking goddamn second level spell slot targeting me, Art, Marjorie, and Art. Oh, Winter, sorry.
Art twice.
I was very upset for you.
Got it? Yeah.
Art and looks
Art
around, looks
and-
at entirety of Mount Claw, and
And
Art
6'8".
Cast it to ignore me.
If I had two casts of temporary health, I give a vote to Art.
It's like the beginning of I'm on a boat and T-Pain.
I'm gonna expend my bonus action to inspire Art on the roof.
Hell yeah.
Understood.
And that'll be my turn.
All right.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah. Tried and true.
Oh, does Bless look like anything? Like,
Yeah,
on
you
the
get like
character?
this like light purplish veil that just kind of like goes over you. If you've ever been like caught on fire in Fallout, like that's kind of like the energy that it puts on you. It's like it's there, but it's like negligible. Like you can see it, like you're a different tinge of purple.
For the sake of this as well, the wormlings are all flying at about 5 feet in the air right now, so just like 5 feet off the ground. So still within arm's reach for the moment, but they all appear to be, close enough to the ground. They are fluttering though, as the float is obviously on the ground.
these are all mechanical things we're seeing.
They appear to all be constructs or automatons of some sort. Yes.
The big boy.
Yep. These are all mechanical. I didn't even think about that. That D4 though. At the end of your turn, Trent, the float itself is going to use a legendary action, and you are going to see it sort of like scan the area and scan the crowd. It is going to look across all of you, and thanks to that die roll, it is going to essentially have its eyes flare up and focus on Winter as
Come on.
it opens its mouth, and what appears to be essentially almost like a sniper's laser appears pointing at Winter's chest from its maw.
God.
And that's all it's going to do. Marge, what would you like to do?
1 second here.
Oh. Gonna Fusro dog Winter.
Don't fucking put him down, boys. If you could do that, that might be better. I might have a different way to do it. All right, we're just gonna go for because it's kind of far enough away. We're gonna go ahead and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is that it? Your speed, Chris. 30. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go 30. And then it's a point. It's at 120 feet. And we're just gonna center it right yonder. It's going to be a 20-foot cube. Square, please. 5, 10, 15, 20. 15, 20. About like that.
I just saw the sweats profusely.
Right
Thank you
there.
for
We're
drawing
gonna
that.
use erupting earth.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 3d12 bludgeoning damage.
Is that a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's a fun.
And what is your
Okay.
spell save DC?
It would be like fucking 15, so it definitely doesn't get that. That here, gamer. I'm trying to think
Correct.
what is that number? Yeah. Okay, so then additionally, so the area is obviously difficult terrain. They'll take the damage, and hopefully, I'm hoping that the blast. It says a fountain of churned earth and stone, so I'm hoping that was enough to maybe like blast them up, blast them side, blast them away. Basically, basically try to tilt him a little bit, put him off his thing, and then we are going to. Otherwise, that's it. We're gonna hold down this fucker right here. Otherwise. So whatever that does for them.
Yep. I will say, because this one was only 5 feet off the ground, it does still connect with it. Because I was debating in my mind, I was like, it's on the ground, would it hit? But yeah, no, if it erupts up like with that much force, absolutely, it would still hit. So they both take full damage. This wormling that you saw before, it looks like it's rearing back to spit one of those Roman candle style fireworks in your and Winter's direction, as bits of white cobblestone just shatter up and straight through the bottom of it and split it in half. That one is gone.
Hell
Damn.
yeah.
As for the float itself, you see this thing does have some pretty heavy treads over the wheels. Like, it's built almost like a tank at the bottom for how heavy this one has to be. And you do manage to, for how massively heavy this thing looks like it is, you do actually hear like a from the bottom of underneath it, and you see it kind of rock a little bit, and you you swear you hear muffled screaming from inside of it when you do that.
Oh Jesus. Is there something in there I should be worried about?
Did 23?
Still
Okay.
living, sure.
Okay. And you said that was your turn?
Yes.
All right. Well, you're on to Art. That is difficult terrain, correct? Really quick.
Yes.
Okay, making sure. Good to know.
Cool. I am going to use my bonus action, and as normal, I'm going to put Arcane Weapon on my pistol.
Okie dokie.
So what exactly is this cube again? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
The square that you see there is essentially
know.
churned earth left from
Yeah.
Marge's erupting earth spell. It is difficult terrain, and it honestly probably knocked this streetlight over, like, upward as well. Just from the force of the ground beneath it, essentially uprooting it.
Are we just swinging it right now, guys? Or are we trying to? What else are we trying to do right now?
Yeah, I won't lie. I saw it aiming a laser at Winter, so I just kind of figured, you know,
We swing in. Gotcha.
if it was gonna do anything, it might as well fucking square up.
I mean, then yeah, I'm just gonna take some pot shots of this thing.
Thank you.
You got it. Damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gotta hide around the corner though. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, you don't want to. You want to be right in the line.
Why? I just can't attack. They're not living.
Oh, my attack roll, my first. 21.
Don't even need the bless. Look at you. That's always how it is, though. The second the bless goes down, though, everything goes to shit. We
Then it
determined that
goes to
last
shit,
time.
exactly.
Yep.
Bless up.
That's right.
All right, so that's gonna be a.
So we'll keep it on. I just know that it's working, it's doing its job.
That's right. All right, yeah, that does it. 11 points of
Alright,
damage.
that's
Your weapon is magical, correct? And you have arcane
it is
weapon on it, yeah.
magical.
Yep.
Yep.
So you would have been
Yep.
fine either way.
That's 14 damage.
14 points
then
of damage.
Yep, and then I want to take my second attack because now I have 2 attacks.
That's right.
I have extra attack now.
Hell yeah.
16.
16 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You see after the first one, it like the mouth stays like focused on Winter's direction with like what you can see is some sort of nozzle, or what you can probably determine to be what fired the canister up in the air before out of it, facing that way. But you see the eyes shift to look at you, and it looks you dead in the eyes as you take the second shot, and it no-sells the second shot as the bullet pings off of the heavy armor plating on it.
Shit.
The AC 17, got it.
That's all I got.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
you like to
that's all
know,
I got.
Weather Boy? All right, fair enough.
So Art's character is not what I expected when we first did D&D, because I never played. Boy just out here shooting guns.
Yeah, dude, artificers are red.
So cool.
It's pretty sick. At the end of Art's turn, as a legendary action.
Oh, lovely.
Yep. It is going to get 15 feet of movement and attempt to ram in a direction. However, because of the difficult terrain, it's only going to get to about, say, 5. It would not quite get out of the terrain entirely. There's no real way for me to move it half, like, a space or, like, half 15. So it is only going to get a little bit of extra movement because of that difficult terrain. But you see, like, the treads begin to, like, grind, and, like, it looked like it was about to essentially start just charging in this direction down here. And then the ground kind of shifted beneath it and knocked it off balance, and it wasn't able to move nearly as much as it wanted to. So that is going to be the legendary action. And then we actually come to the float's turn. And you watch as it, like, you hear a bellowing, like, sparking mechanical roar coming out of it, as it, like, it's very distorted and almost like a, it's almost like the playback of it is, like, trying to play but can't quite get all the way out, so it keeps restarting. It's trying to fix itself. It's going to 5, 10, 15. It would take 20 to get out of it. So it still has roughly 5 left from here. So it is going to get to this space right here, I believe. And you're going to watch as the canister, or sorry, not the canister, the opening in the mouth of this large mechanical dragon begins to glow, Winter.
Yep.
And you are going to be at the center of something I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw for.
Oh, why? Dex saving.
God bless.
You do have bless.
Oh, you add bless to that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, bless is great.
Back.
Ah,
Imagine a team not having a bard. Like, oh,
fucking go.
we're king.
Yeah, no, you do save. However, you watch as a
No.
large canister is fired out, the same as it fired up into the air before. And it is going to essentially land next to you for a moment and kind of embed itself into the ground before... And you, for a moment, you're relieved. You're like, man, that probably would have really hurt if it fucking hit me. And then you hear this, like, fizzling inside of it as it poof, pops open, bursts around you. I need to draw the area of this, but real quick. You're only going to take half of that because we're rounded up in this house. You're going to take 3 points of force damage from this thing popping. As you are surrounded by the same, like, green and purple glittering, shimmering light that seems to be kind of lingering in the air around that particular space. And you notice when this goes off, it looks like all of the wormlings around appear to look in your direction.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I love that. 1 second. So, that's going to be... Five, 10, 15, 20. This space centered on you. Everything in here appears to be covered in this shimmering light right now. And all of the wormlings appear to be fixated on you. Or in this general area. And I believe that is going to be the Zelmora Float's turn. As we come to your turn, Winter.
Right. Until this combat, I never realized it was like, I really don't want to fight anything non-living. I don't know if you just want to say like what my character would know versus what I should know. Do mechanical? Because I feel like mechanical things don't take necrotic damage. Does it make sense? Or what is that? Are you resistant to it? Like, I don't actually know the resistances, how that works.
Fuck around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm gonna move down here. I don't know what this actual circle is. I know it's, he said the light, but it's just light, right? I can just walk out of it. I mean,
As things are right now, it does just appear to be light.
when I walk out of it, am I like bathed in whatever that is still?
Because you succeeded on a dexterity saving throw? No, you are not.
Sweet. What's up, Marge? Move down here.
What's
I'm gonna,
up,
I'm gonna
gamer?
whack. I'm gonna whack this boy.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna just hit him.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll then.
All right. I remember how to do that. Strength plus proficiency.
Yes. Where did I put their turn? Hold on. I think they actually had a 14. I fucked up. Oh well. We'll just have them go after you.
Oh, thank God.
So that is on me.
All right. 17 hit.
17. Let me have a look. Yep, 17 connects. Go ahead and roll your damage, King.
plus. So my weapon is 2d6. And it's plus the strength. You don't add proficiency to damage, right?
Not the damage.
Not to damage, just a hit.
Hit him for 9.
9 points of damage.
I assume
Okay.
he's in reach of a greatsword, right? I know they're.
Yeah, he is
in
still
the air.
currently like 5 feet in the air, like essentially floating in front of your face, or like a little bit below.
I'll aim for like a wing because I just don't want him being up there.
Right, right.
Down on me.
You get bless on attack rolls as well.
On your
I mean,
accuracy. Yep.
you hit, so it doesn't matter. But
Okay, gotcha.
Which one are you? Okay.
I'll learn the game one day. I swear. Bard's Gate just keeps confusing me.
Right. And you do take a
I
good
shove
chunk out of it. It connects, but these things look like they're built pretty durable and made to withstand, maybe just in case something goes off that shouldn't around it. It does appear to still be floating there in front of you, and it kind of just screeches in your direction, as the others also appear to have their gaze still trained in your general direction as well.
That's all I got. I don't think I have any bonus action stuff. That's it.
Do you have a second attack?
I do. Oh my.
Yeah,
God.
I got you.
If you only knew how many times extra attack is typed in caps on my sheet right here.
Oh no, I got you. That is big.
Thank you.
It's the fucking meme of like the wizard being like, I can cast fireball now at level 5. And they're like, what'd you get? Like everybody's talking about all the cool shit they got at level 5, and they're like, what'd you get, barbarian? He's like, I can hit things twice. And they're like, oh buddy, like kind of sad for him. And he just turns around, he's like, this is the happiest day of my life.
add bless.
Yep, you can add a d4. That does hit. Go ahead and give me your damage.
Cool. Yeah. I'll swing for the other
7 more
one.
damage. Alright, it is still connected. It is barely hanging on. You see blue sparks coming out of it, and it appears to be smoking, but it screeches in your direction, and it is still barely holding on. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope. I'll glare at it.
Alrighty. I'm going to come back to the Wormling's turn now, because I messed up. That's on me. So you watch as... I'm just going to go in order here. This one is directly threatened, so it is going to see you come up and hit it, and it is going to essentially try to snap at you in front of it. Which is going to be... God, I forgot what I had down for their dexterity. Okay, we're good. Does an 18 hit?
Meets it, beats it, right?
Beats it, yes. Is 18 your AC?
Yes.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Then you will take... It's only going to be 5 points of piercing damage. As you get the last hit off, and it
Temp HP.
manages to sink its hand into like the lighter armor bits of your hand before you pull away. You just feel jagged metal kind of digging into your hand. The ones over to the right seem very fixated on that general direction as well, where the canister went off. And this one up here is going to fire off another, one of its little... Bum. Did we lose someone?
They're back.
Okay.
On the fucking lobby. That's my bad.
Ruined.
You good?
Ruined.
But yeah, this one is essentially going to fire a Snapdragon firework over into this cloud right here. It is going to fly up about 10 more feet. It's going to go over in this direction. Fire a Snapdragon firework down at the base of this circle that still has shimmering light over it, and you're going to watch as... And Art and Trent, you can feel the heat off of this from where you're at, even from the rooftop. It ignites, and essentially a just massive fireball goes off in that space. And it doesn't appear to damage anyone there, but you see that the cobblestone there is scorched. And this black powder barrel also goes up. And it is going to damage everything within 10 feet of it, which includes the big one.
Nice.
And is limited to the big one, but also the building. It is going to take 33 points of fire damage. So give me one moment here. I have to do math. And you do see it kind of like rock from the explosion a little bit, and Margin Winter especially, again, you do still hear like yelling coming from inside of the large contraption. But it seems like the fire didn't do as much damage as the other types of damage hitting it so far have been doing.
Yeah, gotcha.
Seems like it might be a little flame resistant for good reason. But you actually watch as like the wall of that small shop over there is just crumbled and caved in.
Good lord.
So I'm going to put a small circle just to show that this barrel is effectively gone. Okay.
Looks way
And
scarier now.
this little guy over here is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, about 10 feet up above the fountain. And I need to see this real quick. Okay. Creature with 10 feet. Okay. So I need... I can get rid of this real quick. But I need another circle. Gonna be a lot of circles. 10. 5, 10. Probably do this one. I'd say that would just probably... No, that would be out of range. Okay, understood. It is going to take a look at Winter then, and it is just going to fire a Snapdragon firework at Winter, being the marked target currently. He's actually cracked.
Racked, brother.
What's your AC winner?
18. Good, but not godlike, I guess.
And that's what a natural 19 gets you, though.
We're going to attempt a cutting words on that.
All right. Go ahead and give me the dice roll.
With
As
that.
Art, you actually feel a chill like run up your spine as you see this like gray, as you see this gray aura come off of Trent next to you for a moment. His eyes glow just a bit. You see him kind of like his mouth kind of lolls open for a second, and you see this grin go across his face. He's just like, "Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Tin Can?" And it doesn't seem to have as much effect as he would like, as you watch the firework does go soaring, whistling right past your ear, Marge, and hit Winter in the side of the head.
Damn.
Try it out. It's fine.
It's going to be...
The winner especially hates fire damage.
Tried.
it is going to be 7 points of fire damage.
Oh, thank God. That was the barrel exploding earlier. I'm like, dude, not the... Oh, I thought I was about to take, you know...
No, that was...
400 damage.
That was because that black powder keg exploded.
Oh. Alright. Oh, they actually got through my tip HP.
Also, I would say, like, the front section of this shop, one of these lanterns probably would have gone off from that, and it probably would have caused the building to catch on fire at this point. So I will say this shop is beginning to burn as well.
Oh, that's fine.
It's probably fine.
Ba-bum.
Uh-oh. Fixed up. Oh, well. Say, like, this area right here currently is on fire from the shop. I guess it would have be over, like, one from where the lantern was. Lost connection. There we go. We got music back. Okay. I believe that is all of their turns. Okay. And when we get down to the bottom of the initiative, Trent, as you were casting Bless, you remember there was that very strong sense of rage that was starting to ping on your radar before the concentration faded. And I would say anyone, like, the two on the rooftop would probably just see, like, almost like this red smoke billowing off of this shadowy figure that leaps off of the like behind the rooftop from back here and comes crashing down into the side of this float as you see just this sanguine meteor smash into the side of it. And I am going to put Ragnar back on the board. If I can
There
find
he
it.
is! Fucking Ragnar!
Can I... Hold on, Cam. I'm going to DM you something.
Sure. And I will let you position yourself around somewhere within 5 feet of the float.
Use the bathroom real quick.
Sure.
The Ragnar one shot
If
that.
you,
So.
if you can give me the okay on that. Let me know.
Yeah, sorry. Check it real quick. Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead.
Wait,
Spin it.
yeah. Cool. So yeah, so this is the first time the party's seen Ragnar in a bit, right?
It has. Been a while.
Yeah. So when he kind of like gets within visibility range of the party, you all can notice that the ball he's been carrying since you've known him is broken. There is kind of like bits and fragments of it that he's keeping on a chain. But other than that, he seems to just be attacking with his fist.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna go punch the big thing.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
I will
you're
say, for your first attack, I'm going to make it an auto hit for you coming down from the top rope.
Yeah.
I will say just go ahead and give me your damage, which I am about to send to you right now.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to. Sweet. So
There you go.
same proficiency for accuracy as okay.
Yep,
That I was
like you were
using?
fighting with your normal weapon. Yep.
Cool. Sweet. Let me figure out what the fuck that is real quick. The number is nice and proficiency for accuracy. So the +7 versus AC, would that be what I'm rolling? On hit. That's what I have listed as my on my maul.
If that was your to hit on the maul, then yes.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm literally giving this thing the people's elbow. Like I'm gonna try to like
Hell yeah.
as I'm dropping
Perfect.
down on it, it's gonna be like an elbow drop into like just pounding on it. And that is
Yep,
just
yep.
one
Man.
hit.
Like I said, I'm gonna make the first one an auto hit. So if that's your second
Oh,
attack,
okay.
then they both do connect. You're good.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah. I'll hop a reckless as well.
He really came in like a wrecking ball.
Yep, yep.
So 1d4.
I like to imagine Ragnar's dive bomb is accompanied by the tune and beat of Song 2 by Blur.
Oh, +1.
I was gonna say yeah, add a D8 to that as well. That's great, then.
I learned this move from a frost giant named Coldstone.
That's incredible.
Perfect. Yeah, you watch as Ragnar literally soars from the back of a building about a block away onto the top of this thing, landing next to it. And like I said, I'll let you place yourself anywhere within 5 feet of it that you'd like to be. But yeah, no, you notice like as he comes down as well, there's that same like reddish mist / aura. Like his muscles are still tensing like they were before, but now it seems bulging even more. Like this is him actually raging, along with whatever is accompanying this. But that same red miasma is around his fists and like up his arms as he is just mauling this thing with his bare hands now. That was 9 points plus another so 12 points of damage. Understood. I'm missing something. Aren't I? Give me one more D8 because that would be for it's 1 per attack. So that's 20. That's another 4. So 24 points of damage total. Not bad for not having a weapon. All right. I will say you are effectively raging for this.
Yeah.
For the sake of that, you have gone reckless. And is there anything else you would like to do?
That is all for now.
Alrighty. Back to the top of the order, Warrior King Trent. It is your turn.
Warrior King Trent's gonna he's gonna vicious mockery the big dude.
Okay. That is a saving throw, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it real quick. Wisdom saving throw. Spell DC is 16.
Yeah, works as long as it can hear you. Okay, just making sure. Save DC is 16. You said that was wisdom?
Yeah.
Understood.
Oh, no whammies.
That's a fail.
Yeah, let's go. I get to roll.
What do you say to this large mechanical dragon float that's rampaging through the streets right now?
Uh, you're not so tough, big fella. We've got a Ragnar, you know, and we're gonna roll a D4. Take 4 points of damage, psychic damage if that matters. And then it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Gotcha.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to healing word on Winter.
Okay. Go ahead and show me the roll.
Healing word, 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability mod, which is 5, plus life cleric, which will make it a 6. It'd make it a 7 because it's 1 plus my. No, it'd just be a 6. Yeah. So 9 points of healing.
9 points of healing for you, Winter.
Wow.
I mean, if you want it.
No.
Yes, I don't really need much of it, but I'll take it.
All right.
I was gonna say you're the only one who's taking damage. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm full health.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'll
All
just
right.
Flip off the thing in front of me and like see if we have a Warrior King.
Anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Oh no, that's gonna be it.
Alrighty. Coming back to Marge and Crab. Marge?
Yeah. I am just trying to get this little circle.
I will say for
That's
reference,
Go.
these two were about 20 feet up in the air now. They did go up a little bit. This one was not able to because Winter got up on it.
Oh. They're 20 feet in the air.
They have gone into the air.
Right.
The little ones, sorry.
The two that are on the outskirts have gone about 20 feet in the air. This one is still about 5 feet in the air because Winter has essentially locked it down.
Gotcha.
Started beating the shit out of it.
Hell yeah, I did.
Okay. So. Oh, okay, well, my thing goes up to. This thing reaches up to 10-foot tall cylinder.
10-foot tall
Anyways.
cylinder? Okay.
Yeah. I can do it actually about, what, like, right. That. I think it's just a little bigger than this. Hold on.
I will say, if it's water-based and you wanted to target this one right here, I would allow you to cast it from the top of the fountain being the focal point. Because the top of the fountain is 10 feet in the air.
I kind of want it right
That is
here
up to
so it hits. But it wouldn't hit this one right here, this dude.
That one's only 5 feet in the air. That one's like,
Okay,
that one's good, yeah. And it is pretty damaged. Winter's got that one pretty hurt.
Trying to chaos me?
Okay. Alright. So, these two are automatically going to make the save. Okay. So, it's going to be a strength saving throw. It's 15 he's got to beat, I think.
Okay, what is the spell you are casting?
It is called Freedom of the Waves.
Just so I can
So
see.
it's a 15-foot radius, 10-foot tall cylinder centered on a point within range. This water takes the form of a tidal wave, a whirlpool, a water spout, or another form of your choice. And I want it to be just a large. You know how I said, like, basically the earth kind of erupted from below into like a big fountain. It's going to be something very similar, but all water.
Gotcha, okay, yeah.
It's going to be right underneath it.
Yep.
But those two will automatically save it, so that way they don't go prone. And then it says as part of that, I can move within the area's effect. If you're within the spell's area, as part of the action you use to cast the spell, can vanish into the deluge and teleport to an unoccupied space that you can see within the spell's area. So, basically, the crab kind of realized we're a little tight here between the two of them. Kind of wants to get us into a better spot. So the crab kind of does a little bit of a shaman dance. It kind of wiggles his ass a bit, and then crouches real low and kind of thrusts high. And you see a large shoot of water appear, and then you see him as the water. This huge water spout appears, huge fountainous like thing. You can't really see through it because there's so much water, but he like touches it, and then he and I like get pulled into it, and we get maneuvered over yonder.
Like, me and you? Or...
No, just me and the crab, March and the crab.
Yep. So Winter, you watch as like this water spout forms around this whole area around you, and you look over for just a second to see Marge essentially like just like give you a nod and merge into the water with the crab, and like you hear them re-emerge from the frothing water on the outer edge of it behind Ragnar.
That's the damage if it on the fail if it fails.
The large one succeeds. The small one probably doesn't matter, but we will see. Your DC was 15, correct?
15, yeah.
Yep, that is full damage.
So it'll take 7, and then it's also knocked prone.
Alright, well, it is going to be permanently prone because that has shorted out the one that was on top of Winter as well.
Hell yeah.
As you watch
good.
the waves just kind of like Winter, you're like getting ready to go in for another round against this thing, and you just watch it get like toilet bowl flush to the center of this and disappear beneath the water.
This thing...
And that one
Winter will
took...
just throw up his hands and be like, "The hell just happened?"
It is instantaneous. So after this huge burst of water, and we move like through it pretty quickly, and appear out of the other side. The water is kind of just like falls back down to the ground and just starts like spreading out on the square.
Right. Starts just spreading in the area.
Yeah, and I think that'll be it for us.
Roger. And that does not leave terrain behind or anything, does it?
Correct, it does not. So after, I just wanted to get like the area effect, so you can get rid of that
you're good.
circle now. Actually, I can get rid of that circle now.
That'll work. Okay. All right. So this is still difficult terrain. That's that. Yeah.
It was a 15-foot radius. How big was that fucking circle?
At the end of Marge's turn. This is a new round, so legendary actions are back. This creature is going to just look in the direction of all of you now. And it is going to attempt to... Normally it would move 15 feet, but in this case, there is a currently an obstacle in the way.
Sorry to check.
Yo.
Can I basically make that? Because this is how big that circle is supposed to be.
Like 15-foot radius. Yeah,
Yeah,
15 foot radius. Yep.
I wanted to move like behind
Yeah.
Ragnar, which
That is very fair.
should actually cover it a little bit. So there we go. I just wanted to make sure. All right, you're good.
Yeah. For the flavor of this, normally it would move 15 feet and attempt to ram anything in the way. I'm going to see how this goes then. Check real quick. Yeah, alright. Ragnar, I would like you to either make... you can make a dex save to get out of the way, or if you are feeling brave, you can attempt an athletics check to try to stop it. This thing is massive and weighs probably over a ton.
We're gonna try to stop it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check as it tries to essentially
Yeah.
run over whatever's in its path then.
7.
You do have advantage because you are raging.
Yep.
that's the case, this is going to be a contested athletics check.
I
Ooh,
rolled.
Contested.
right. Yeah, no. Just because you have advantage, go ahead and roll again and see if you hit another nat 20. I will shit a brick. Just because it's funny. You don't need it, but...
Oh my god!
Oh my.
Let's go!
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
We love
It's
all that.
fucking dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Winter, you watch this. As this thing, like, you see the smokestacks on the back of it begin to, like, billow and rev up. And you watch, it's about to come, like, essentially barreling towards a direction that would be able to essentially run over you, Marge, and Ragnar. And you knew Ragnar was strong. Whatever's going on now is unnatural. But you watch as this creature revs up and Ragnar simply, instead of getting out of the way, you hear bone on metal grabbing against the grill of this thing, and you watch his fingers actually dent into the metal a little bit. As not only does he stop this thing as the treads are grinding into the cobblestone, but he actually lifts it just slightly off of the ground, holding it in place for a moment before before actually pushing it back 5 feet.
Yeah. What a fucking man.
And it just rears its head back and lets out the mechanical malfunctioning roar that it did before, seeming very upset with the situation. And with that, I would say Winter and March as well. You could see this, but you actually watch as, like, veins in Ragnar's arms rupture, and blood just shoots out of the side of, like, the bicep and tricep area in various places and hits the ground steaming. But with that, Art, we come to your turn.
Yeah. Watching him lift an entire...
It's basically the size of an M1 Abrams with a massive dragon head on
Yeah.
top of it.
He just lifts it up off the ground. There's almost a part of Art that wants to go down there and just take his metal arm and just fucking slam it into this thing. But he shakes his head. He's not that guy.
Yeah, you do.
6'8" just floats up. You could do it, you know.
And I look at 6'8" and go, well, I might have another idea. Might need your little help, though. And then one of Art's, he taps 6'8", and 6'8" kind of glows a little bit. And that same color glow kind of like goes around Art's, one of his eyes as he takes aim. I'm flavoring this as I'm using my bonus action to get the help action from 6'8".
Okay, yeah,
My
yeah.
homuncular servant, to give me advantage on my first attack here.
Mm-hmm. And Trent, you would see this from up where you're at, but you actually see essentially a small scan go across from left to right, from projecting forward from 6'8's ocular hood area, and watching Art's eye kind of like essentially receiving the information from it. Go ahead and take your attacks then, King.
He can feel.
Rolford. Yep. All right, so that was a 24 for the first one.
That hits
Just,
for sure.
Just because you can. Bless.
I hate it anyway, but yeah, I won't do it anyway.
I mean, yeah, of course. 26. Now it doesn't hit. Sorry. You busted.
It's like blackjack, yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Let's go.
16 points of damage.
16 on the first.
Yep.
That was a sick roll.
Or did you see
Sure
like
was.
spin? Yeah.
Yeah, it like spun in the corner there. It was sick.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip.
And
You don't get to
21.
see the rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at
Why'd you laugh at me? I haven't seen him ever.
no rolls,
Oh, I have it turned off, I guess.
definitely worth turning on.
For sure.
I'll figure it out later.
Ooh,
Come back
nice,
now, you-
sick. Oh
God damn.
my god!
Minus 22 more points of damage.
Fuck him up, King.
That's 22 plus what was the first one?
16, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, 16. So 38 total damage.
Yep. 38 damage. Big damage. As it's rearing back and roaring from Ragnar, you take advantage of the moment and like you're well aware that something with this heavy of armor plating probably wouldn't do as well if it's hit from the inside. Hit right into that spout that's been lobbing canisters into the center of the throat, and you actually watch as like metal shrapnel goes flying out the back of the head, and this thing essentially screams in pain, but is still seems angrier and more smoking and sparking and ready to go than ever.
Oh, and I will just specify that this is acid damage.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, it's not gonna feel good. Just acid splashing out the back of its neck. And you see the
That is my
sizzling
turn.
kind of. Yep. See the sizzling and steaming kind of coming off the back of its head amongst all the smoke. And for its legendary action after Art's turn, after everything that has happened to it, we're gonna roll another d4 because everybody's hit this thing a little bit. And fittingly enough, the one that most recently did a massive amount of damage to it, you watch as while it is sparking and the laser is flickering now, trains itself on Art. And you see the wormlings appear to also look in Art's direction from where they are currently hovering. And
Well.
and that brings us to the Zelmora float's turn. It is going to attempt again simply with its movement to push past and get out of the... Well, actually, no. It's just going to come up to here. But, like, not even looking at you, Ragnar, or anybody on the ground. You see it rear its head up and start to open its mouth. It is going to... Yeah, it is going to fire another Shimmer Breath canister at Mr. LeBlanc here. So in that general area, we have got 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 5. So centered on Mr. LeBlanc, I need you and Trent to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, well, I got bad news. Trent is okay at dexterity saving throws, but because I had a horrible night's sleep, I am under the effects of pain. So
Yes.
I will.
Why did
roll
there?
it.
Oh, that's why.
So it's.
You know what? If only you slept well.
Yeah, I know, right? So it'd be a +5 for the saving throw, and then
Okay.
pain. Yeah, I'm failing this, and then it's minus. I think pain's a D6.
I believe so. It's the opposite of bless. Let me check real quick. Also, I'm gonna have to retcon something real quick, but it won't affect this too much. Don't worry. But go ahead and we'll play this turn out. It is a D4 and subtract.
What kind of damage is this, by the way?
From this canister. Let me look real quick.
Pain. A
Let's
12.
see. Could make a difference.
Deals force damage.
Force damage.
Yep.
Oh, I also used bless on myself.
You did.
Does Bless counteract Bane?
No, but I can roll a d4 and hope it's bigger. Yeah, so 13.
Look,
So you get a net gain of 1.
Yeah, so it's 15 total.
Huge.
Wait, I got an inspiration, right?
You sure do.
I might
Yes,
use it.
I have those.
I might use it now.
Yeah, that's fair.
What
It's a
happens
d8.
The D8.
Yeah.
That's gonna make mine a 17.
Is up to a 17.
Yep.
And Trent, yours was what?
15.
You both succeed.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
As it is going to do. And what was it before? Yeah, I believe that's it for that one. 7 points halved, we round up, so 4 points of force damage to both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Trying if you could give me a quick I'm not sure if arcane weapon is concentration or if that's just an artificer thing, but concentration checks. If they are in
I
order.
get it.
I know Bane or I know Bless is one.
Yep. Constitution is a +2. This is why we pump con.
Oh, it
The
doesn't
nat
matter.
20.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
And then I get a -4 from Bane on that.
Correct, yes.
Oh,
And then I get a +4
5.
from Bless. Bane.
damn it. Pain.
Pain.
So I drop Bless.
So Bless is dropped. Okay. And
Pain.
I believe that's it. Yeah, look real quick. Yep,
And I
it
love
cur-
how your like turns are just a roller coaster of die rolls.
Oh,
They really are. It's great. All right. So, in order, Art would have gone before the Wormlings, but the Wormlings would have essentially gone on the same initiative. So, what they do right now is not going to affect the area that just happened. The reason that they keep getting taken out of the turn order is because when one dies, I had that one attached to the turn order. So when I deleted it, it took it out of the turn order, and I forgot about it. That's my apologies. So this would technically be before the big dragon's turn. So, what these are going to do is this one's going to be 5, 10, 15, still 20 feet in the air. And it is going to take a shot at Art. Actually, no. Art would not have been marked yet. That's my apologies. Oh, we're going to just take a shot at... This one's going to take a shot at Trent. As it's roughly at eye level.
Yeah, you fucking would. Yeah. Let me see it.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Only a 10? Guessing that misses you?
What is it? Sorry.
Just the 10
yeah,
against
that
Tracy,
is-
yeah. As you see a, just a Technicolor spark or Roman candle shooting your direction as a Snapdragon firework whizzes just past your and Art's heads. You hear it just squealing off in the distance. And this one is going to fly up 5, 10, 15, 20 in position over here. And it is going to... this one will take a shot at Art. So, same thing. 16 to hit.
Let me check what's does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. So, you guys are dodging and weaving as fireworks are coming in your direction. But, to no avail. They don't seem to have done too much. Okay. So, then the big one's turn would have happened. Then we are back to Winter.
Oh boy. Alright, got a question.
Yes.
The ability specifies I seize the essence of a creature. That don't work for mechanical, right? Like, what essence would that be?
I think the thing is creature. That's if you look within like the monster manual and stuff, there are like different classifications under.
It's still effectively a creature. Does it specify that it does not work on constructs? Like, does it specify that it has to be alive? Okay. In that case, this is still for all intents and purposes a creature.
Yeah, exactly.
The tag,
I have
the only tag
another-
on it would just be construct, for the most part.
Because I have another thing that specifies living, so I guess this does not specify that.
I was gonna say, if it has to be living, this would, I would say, still counts. It's still a living creature technically.
Well, the thing that specifies living is vampiric blood, which I would literally be taking their blood.
This does not have blood to take. So yeah.
I'll say not for that. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the big boy. He's looking pretty hurt, right?
He's taking a good bit of damage, but he's still pretty durable.
Yeah, I think Ragnar's got that. So I'm gonna death grip this one over here,
All right.
which has to make a strength saving throw.
Strength
I will
saving
have to
throw.
see what the DC for that is.
Is Death Grip a bonus action? It is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it is 8 plus 14 is the DC.
14 DC. Got you. That's a 7.
So it'll be right next to me.
Dinner is served. As you watch as this one, like as it's shrieking at you, Trent, after missing its firework, you watch it just kind of like get this chill essence around it as it is pulled down in Winter's direction at a rapid pace.
I'll just yell, "Don't hit my boss!" and I swing at it.
All right, go ahead and show me the attack.
I'm gonna swing at it twice too. Seven. I'll just roll both attacks. Oh, and bless for both. I should have done that. My bad.
You're good.
D4, so that's to the 14.
Yep, so 16. And a 12. Okay. Checking real quick. 15 just hits.
Okay.
Or sorry, 16 hits. $11 points of damage. Understood. And go ahead with your second attack if you would like.
Well, the second attack was the 10 plus the second D4, so it was a 12.
Oh, those were both the attacks. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled the attacks twice.
Gotcha.
and then realized bless. Yeah.
So a 12 to hit on that one. The second attack would miss. So you do get a good hit on it for the first one, but the second one does not connect.
That's it. I was debating using the inspiration for that. I was like, nah, I probably have better cases to use that for.
Fair enough. All right. And we come back to Ragnar.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait, what's Ragnar look like on the field right now? Is he like roided out, or does he look how he normally is in combat?
I will leave that up to you, Eileen. The only like prominent difference that I am going to put forward is that both the arms are kind of wreathed in that red essence.
Yeah,
was showing before.
that, and I don't know if you heard it the first time or not went through, but his mace is broken.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
I stepped away right when you.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's why you just punched the shit out of it. I was wondering.
yeah.
Although you did it very well.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna be doing again.
Shit's effective.
So that is a 1d20 plus 8 plus 1d8.
Ragnar may
Correct.
lose to like a vegetable cart in the goblin camp or the door at the end, but he claps the bosses.
Right. It's gonna be D20 plus strength modifier plus proficiency. So I think it's still a +7 to hit.
Oh yeah, plus that to hit. So yeah. Solid roll. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 would not connect.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my second attack.
Okay.
17 hit.
A 17 just hits.
Let's go.
This is some heavy armor.
Meets it, beats it.
Beats it, beats it. That's correct. Go ahead and show me the damage.
20 plus. Or sorry, not 1d20, 1d4. Damage total. 'Cause I kind of wail on it.
Yep, 12 points of damage total. And Marge, from where you're at, like being behind Ragnar right now, you can see that his arms have taken some damage, and he's got some serious like splitting and scarring going on the skin of his biceps. But you watch as he connects with this. The first one just kind of pings off, and he's got like bloody knuckles. Like when he rears back for the second hit, you notice that like the skin on his knuckles is like essentially like steaming from the blood on them, and has got a little bit of exposed bone showing as he
Oh god.
goes back in and actually puts a dent in the heavy armor in the side of the chassis. And it is still up and going. It is definitely smoking more. And yeah, you actually watch some of that red essence kind of seep into the side of it, and it yells out and roars out from the impact and from whatever that's doing to it.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
All right. Back to the top of the order then with Warrior King Trent.
Well, I dropped my concentration. We're gonna do a thing.
Happens to the best of us.
Wait, did that mean I shouldn't have added bless to mine?
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Oh. Do you want to heal it?
Wait, but wasn't it at the same time?
I went after all the
Yeah,
Oh,
Trent dropped
okay,
his
gotcha.
concentration before Winter's turn.
Gotcha.
Let
yep.
me look at what were your rolls.
It was a 14 because I added 2.
It was a 16 total, right? Because it was a 14 plus the 2.
Yeah,
So it was a 14 before that.
yeah.
14 does just miss.
Alright, heal that boy for 11.
Okay. Understood.
Winter's just more frustrated than before.
I mean, you got it down to your level, so
Oh, no, he's still there. He's happy. At least something's in front of him.
yeah, for sure.
The last thing
got
was
something to
Peterson
chew on.
drowned or something. It was weird.
Right. Only thing else that would have happened as well is at the top of the order, this fire is spreading and would have expanded in this direction, and it is getting very close to the powder keg at the back of that shop as well. But that is it. Trent.
So like, there are these two, this guy and this guy like floating in the air still.
Winter has effectively seized the essence of this one and yanked it down to him through Death Knight Hibbity Bibbity.
Yeah, I
And,
don't know if he's like on my level or like 5 feet ahead above.
He's
me,
roughly
but-
like 5 feet off the ground right now, so
Yeah.
like a little bit below your eye level. This one is still 20 feet in the air,
Alright.
so just a little higher up than you guys are.
Yeah, so about that, Trent's gonna cast command as like he's just fucking he gets hit and then he kind of like snaps out of it, and a little bit of like what's it called? Like blood kind of drips from his eyes, and he tells all three of them to grovel. And I'm gonna cast command at 3rd level, targeting all three of them.
Oh shit.
Metal as fuck.
And it's a Wisdom save. Spell 16.
DC 16 Wisdom save. Or this is for the big one. Not even close. And these are for the small ones. He said it was 16?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Also, Dan, could you pass me back control of the music real quick? Since
I didn't
Discord's
know.
activity is weird. Yeah, no, it just does that. You're good.
Stole it.
Yeah, I'll just leave the activity and see if it
Now John has it.
gets. John.
Hello?
You
Uh,
give Cam.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Like
can you pass me back control of the Discord music activity? Since like
How did I
when
get it?
when it hits the keep watching point or whatever, where you have to reconnect
Mm.
to it, it just gives it to whoever's like next on the checklist, basically. Now Luffy has it.
Oh. How do I give it? Or release it?
I'm not sure. Try leaving and rejoining.
Rejoin, yeah.
I should be the last one in line.
Remember,
There should be a way to like pass it straight to me, but I don't know how.
yeah, Ascent did that last
'Cause I know.
time, I thought it was.
I think yeah, Gunnar did it last time.
Oh, that was it.
There we go. Thank you. But man, y'all got some fucked up eyes up there.
So, do all of them fall prone?
So here's how it's gonna work, because I will tell you right now, the big one is immune to prone specifically,
Okay.
because it is effectively a tank. It is already kind of on the ground. These two though will essentially fall straight to the ground. That is on their turn though, correct? Is when that kicks in, like they spend their turn doing that, or their action.
Let me take a look. I had it here, and then okay. You speak one word, command a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its turn. Yeah. The spell has no effect on the target if it's undead. If it doesn't understand your language or your command is directly harmful to it.
I mean,
Might-
yeah.
You might issue a command other than one described here if you do so. Determine blah blah blah, and then it gives me a list of words.
Yep. All right, yeah.
He.
They will spend their
all
action on their
around.
turn doing that, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Got their action?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Action economy, baby.
I will say the big lad is going to use a legendary resistance to keep from burning its action, but that is one of those gone.
Hell yeah.
These two right here, though, they're gonna have a bad time.
So are they groveling now, or is that on their turn to do
It's
it?
gonna be on their
On their-
turn. Yep.
My turn won't talk shit yet.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to give Ragnar inspiration.
Hmm.
And all I'm going to tell him is read. And I hope he just eats him.
All right. So Ragnar, you have inspiration. Coming back to Merge and Crab.
Yeah, margin crab. Okay, so what did you command them to do?
I commanded all of them to grovel on their turn and fall prone.
Yeah. So for right now, the spell is taking effect. On their turn, they will fall prone, except for the large one. But it did burn a legendary resistance.
Oh, okay, okay. It's besides the big one. Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
The big one is immune to
Oh.
prone, but it does not want to waste its action.
Okay. You bet. Could I? So I could. As part of the spell, it can be 30 foot long by 10 foot wide by 10 foot tall, right? It says up to. Could I instead make a square that's like this big instead of 30 foot long? I kind of want to move it about right here. So I would love to use Misty Step. If we have to move a couple feet, then do that. Okay.
Sure. The fire is spreading that direction on the rooftop, just as a heads
I know
up.
that. I know. We're here for a reason. Even if we take a little bit, we'll be all right.
Yep.
So I want to use Tidal Wave here,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to. He's gonna have to take a Dexterity saving throw, but it also conjures up a wave of water. And this wave, after it's done, it says it dissipates in all directions, extinguishing all flame.
Correct. All right. So dexterity saving throw for the big lad, I believe.
Yeah, for him, for the lad. Yeah, this would be 15, I believe.
15 DC. Does do a 16.
All right, come on, that's half and half.
That is
bro.
half and half, 100%. That's why I had to check the side to see what it landed on, or what it deemed
That's
it.
dirty, game.
I know.
Okay, all right.
Actually robbed.
All right, let me roll the damage and see what the half is.
Yeah, see what we're doing here. This will
48.
extinguish all the flames, though, for sure.
Ah, good rolls.
Very good. So that is
So
12
half.
points of bludgeoning damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Man, that would have been a prone. Wow, you said he resists prone. He's
It is immune to being fallen prone.
all right. What if I take off all of his legs?
It is on tank
Trash.
treads. I was going to say, if you take the treads off, we'll talk.
Heat metal.
A heat metal would be fat against this thing. It can't really get rid of anything, yeah.
More rocks. That's
Oh,
my
yeah?
strategy.
You say so?
I mean,
All right,
perhaps.
so that
this
That,
fire is
yeah, let's
extinguished
say-
before that barrel goes off. Very good.
Oh, the destruction.
And if you would allow me to take a tiny bit of creative liberty from this, the water simply raises out of the fountain and from some of the barrels, swirls to the side, looks like it's about to hit Winter, and just 90 degrees smacks into this thing.
smacks him right in the side of the head, and mostly just going for the fire, but you know he was in the way.
Mm-hmm. Firefighter Marge, back at it.
Oh, no fuck around. That being said,
That's
I have
right.
one last singular level 3 spell.
Yep.
I have so much. There's so much stuff that you get for free for once per day. Misty Step once per day. Freedom of the Waves, that was once per day. I could technically, I was gonna make Ragnar bigger, but I don't think I can't do that now. But
Dude, as cool as like Moon Druid and like some of the other druids are, going a Druid of the Land, you get the big casties. Like you get just big spells.
there's a lot of free spells you get. It's crazy.
Pretty fat. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Since we Misty Step up here, I'm actually gonna move. We're gonna move over to like here.
Yeah, you got a little bit of movement. Cool.
I think that should be just enough.
Okie dokie.
15, 20. Yeah, that we should be good.
Brings us to Art, I will let you go before the Wormling since you guys are tied on initiative. I believe
So
you have a
you
higher
were saying
dexterity.
something about a heat metal.
I was. Trent's the one that brought it up. I wasn't going to say anything otherwise.
I've been thinking about doing it anyway, but I got a
Not because you
brand
told me
new.
to.
Yeah, I'm gonna use heat metal on it.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and roll damage.
What are we just gonna hit?
The heat metal just hits. Jet fuel doesn't melt. Winter
Yeah,
out here, part
that'll-
of the Bush administration.
Aw,
It's canon.
that's 6 damage.
I mean, it's guaranteed damage, yeah. So, 6 points of damage. That is concentration, correct?
Yeah, it is. So it breaks my arcane weapon, but it is kind of worth it, honestly.
Pretty worth, yep. And that also means disadvantage on attack rolls, correct? If it can't drop whatever it's heated.
Yeah, it has disadvantage, and since it is it, I think it just auto fails the Constitution saving throw, right?
I mean, yeah. We'll see if it we'll see if it takes half damage, but it is definitely like going to hit. It is a Constitution save.
Yep, Constitution.
Yeah, okay. So it does save,
Damn.
which means half damage, correct? But still does. It is still guaranteed damage, essentially. So, 3 points of damage. That's fire damage, isn't it?
It is fire damage, yes.
Okay. So that is reduced to 2. As this thing does seem pretty heat resistant. Alright. Anything else you would like to do? On a rooftop next to your buddy Trent, his eyes are bleeding. Your eyes kind of funky. Sitting in this purple, shimmery green mist that these things have thrown at you.
I mean, I guess I'll move out of it.
Understood.
I was like, Trent, you doing okay? You need some help, or?
Trent does not. He seems kind of occupied.
Fair enough.
He doesn't respond to you.
Damn, I can't really do anything. It's like a bonus action for that. Shit. I mean, all I can do at this point is I'll try and get you next turn, trying to help you. But in the meantime, I'm gonna tap 6 hit again, and then he's gonna glow that same color, and I'm gonna give the help action to probably Ragnar.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I would imagine Ragnar like some like this kind of shimmering light like kind of goes over your head, and it kind of like highlights the weak points on the construct.
What is it? I'm sorry. I apologize.
I was using 6/8 to give the help
Give Ragnar
action.
the help action. Yep.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okie dokie.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
All right. So at the same time as Art, you realize what you saw earlier with the wormling like blasting the canister up in the air and blasting the one that was intended for Winter. You get the hell out of Dodge, and you watch as this one back here starts to fizzle up like it's about to take a shot at Trent, and then you watch the same like gray aura that was around Trent earlier wrap around this thing, and it just tenses up for a second like something has locked up all of its joints and falls to the ground. And it's going to take
2d6 falling.
2d6, yep. I thought it was a d6 for every 10 feet. Thank you for confirming. About to ask. 5 points of bludgeoning damage from falling to the ground. Kind of locks up for a second before shaking it off and screaming and being very confused. And Winter, the one in front of you, like, looks like it's about to lash at you. Does the exact same thing. The same faint gray aura around it that you've seen around Trent before, and it just drops to the ground for a second prone.
That's what I thought. Scared of me.
And that is effectively going to be their turn. We
fear.
We come back around to the big one, Zelmora. It is going to... Let's see, what has it done? It's tried to do that. Bless you. Yeah, it's already done its stuff. Okay, so it is going to, in the current situation, Ragnar has been beating the shit out of this thing. It is going to drop the focus that it had on Trent, and it's going to go for a bite attack on Ragnar with disadvantage because of the heat metal. Does a 16 hit?
Yes. Wait, hold on. Did you give me buff? Did someone just give me a buff?
I believe you have inspiration and you have advantage on your next attack.
Okay. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Just making sure. So 16. So. It's going to be 21 points of piercing damage. That is going to be halved because of your rage. So that's 11 if you round up, I believe. So 11 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make sure I've got this right real quick. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Hey, I'm good at those.
Yep.
Ragnar pretty strong.
Actually, sorry. I did this wrong. This is another athletics check. This is another contested athletics.
I'm also good at those.
Yep.
Yeah. He literally has so much muscle, it's just spitting out blood. Can't fit it.
Fuck. Wait, I have
You have inspiration.
inspiration. Let's roll it.
You have inspiration. I will say, I don't think inspiration's going to apply on a critical failure.
Okay, that's fine.
If you had advantage, I would give it to you. But on a natural one, that is a natural one.
Yep.
Okay. So let me make sure I have this right. Yeah. Effectively, it bites down onto you for 11 points of piercing damage, and it begins to try to lift you off of the ground, and currently has you grappled in its mouth. So I'm going to check real quick. I'm fairly certain grappling is just reduces your movement to 0. It's always one of the weird conditions.
I think so.
However, I think we also agreed for grappling to make it a little bit better. It's just like takes away your dexterity bonus to your armor class. Speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, Ragnar is officially grappled in this thing's mouth. And then that comes to That's gonna be its turn. I don't think it's going to move. Winter, what would you like to do?
All right. As far as combat's concerned, what does prone mean? What does it do for me, at least, if I'm
Prone, it
attacking or
is
moving around it?
if you are in melee of a prone creature and you're attacking it with melee, you get advantage on the attack roll.
Okay. If I were to move away, would it attack me when I'm leaving? Attack for opportunity?
It would
I don't
attack
see
with
how.
disadvantage.
Okay. I just feel like I see Ragnar getting grappled or bitten or eaten, and I want to run to help him. Can I give help action or something?
You can. I will let you attempt to use your action to break him out with a successful athletics check. You will take an attack of opportunity from the one that was prone. It will be at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. Yeah, that will not provoke the attack of opportunity then, so you won't have to worry about that. And yeah.
So if you say it just limits his movement, maybe I see he's not like, in life-threatening danger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna prioritize. I want to help him over hitting the thing that is literally groveling. I'm not too concerned by it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit the big boy with an obliterate.
Oh shit. Okay.
So the bonus action is to charge my next attack. So if I miss, it still has obliterate on it.
You're effectively still concentrating on the spell. Yep, I believe if it's the same as like stuff like Thunderous Smite and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right. Roll. And then, so I do not have bless. But I'm gonna add
not
the
have
inspiration
bless.
I have the DM inspiration. that
DM
what this-
inspiration is a reroll, but you can use that whenever you like.
Okay.
So basically, it would give you another
Yeah.
D20
I'm gonna
roll.
use it.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. Yeah. Definitely turn a miss into a hit.
Wait. Thanks, DM.
Hey, no problem.
Mhm.
I also have these tracked currently. Art, I believe you used one of yours, correct? Your DM inspiration.
Yeah. No, I used the inspiration I got from Trent.
Right. I don't mean in this fight. I thought you used one before.
Oh,
like,
yeah, or
something
yes,
else.
yes.
Okay, just making sure. I'm trying to keep track of everyone's now because like I'm capping it at 2. I currently have March has 2, Trent has 1, Winter had 2 from the. I think everybody got 1 at the start, and then
Yeah, it's my first time using one, I think.
yeah, and you had 1 from the arm wrestling contest with the kid.
Yep.
So you still have 1. Art currently has 0. Equilibrium has 1. Ragnar has 1. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Is
no.
cold or necrotic damage change for this target? Because some of it is.
Uh,
Do I just?
you go ahead and do your damage, and I will
Okay.
tell you if it seems like it's doing full damage.
All right.
The only thing you've seen that resists so
realize
far
this
is
is-
fire.
All right. So it's 4d6 plus 4.
Oh. You hate to see it, but also.
Well, the last 2 are it's cold and then necrotic. Right? I feel like
The last 2 are
obliterate's
cold and
last.
necrotic. Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like everything is taking full hold and doing full damage.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So. You kind of just like. It goes to rear up as you go to take a shot at the neck, and it moves a bit erratically from it, like the sparking and all the damage it's taking and exposed wiring. So you're not able to hit it as like heavy as you would like to, but it still does nick the neck a little bit for 9 points of damage. Still a respectable hit.
I just like it's my strongest hit I have, and it's just like Ragnar's fist just stronger.
hmm This thing is sparking and smoking at this point. It's
Yeah.
looks like
do have
looking
one
like
more
it's on
attack,
its
though.
last figurative legs. Yeah, go for it. Damn exclamation points. 18 hits. Six plus 4, 20 points of damage. God damn.
Wait,
Hey,
that's
you
not
d-
right.
Hold on. Yeah, wait. Is it? I don't know what the exclamation. Yeah, that D6 shouldn't be there. You're rolling exploding dice, I think.
Yeah. Is this it?
On the little advanced,
some
if you're
point,
using the
click
advanced
compounded
roller,
by accident.
yeah, just give me another.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, that's better. So,
Obliterate.
right, I was about to say, God damn, but you roll an 11 on a D6. Yeah, still a big roll though. 14 more points of damage. Yeah, no, it is very banged up, and also when the heat metal was cast, you do hear more just yelling and screaming from the inside as well. I guess that would be another another point. Sounds like someone's having a bad time. But yeah, no, that is a fat chunk of damage out of it. You're angry the Obliterate didn't do as much as you wanted, and you just kind of like
Oh yeah.
jam it into the side of the treads and actually like break one of the wheels
I'm trying
inside
to
of
like,
it.
mimic Ragnar and like pretend I'm raging.
Just yelling and bulging
yells.
everywhere. Yeah,
Tries to like mimic a DBZ yell.
right. Also, we are past its turn, so this shimmering field would be gone. I need to keep track of that. Anything else you would like to do?
That's it.
All right. Back to Ragnar. Ragnar, you are currently grappled. All it means is that you have 0 movement speed.
Can I headbutt this thing?
You certainly can, as an unarmed strike, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Go ahead and show me your accuracy. It is looking rough. Then again, you don't know how rough is for this thing compared to, like,
Right.
smaller creatures.
It was a 23 hit.
23, yes. I believe you actually had a... Ragnar has advantage on this because of the help action, correct? From
Yeah.
6-8? Okay.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and see if you crit. Why not?
Yeah.
Because you were given inspiration and you were given the help action, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. That was just to see if you crit. You still hit.
I'm gonna roll my second attack real quick.
Second attack would just miss.
Okay, so this is the first attack. 16 for damage.
16 points from a headbutt. You guys watch as from inside of this thing, Ragnar's kind of got like the arms like pressing into the side of the top of the mouth. Just rears back and headbutts and connects right to the eye as it rears back from the blow. You see Ragnar kind of pull back and has just blood pouring from a gash on his forehead. Still just steaming.
You see Winter just like writing down notes.
It is very low. It's still hanging on though, and you feel it bite down a little bit harder in response. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That is all. Sorry.
Okay, you're good. We come back to Trent at a new round. Fire's gone. That's gone. Okay. Good. Trent,
I'm sorry, what?
we are back to your turn, my dude.
Oh,
Ragnar is currently grappled in the big thing's mouth still, but it's looking really rough now. As he just headbutted the shit out of its eye.
Good things.
Yeah.
Did I use my last level 1 spell slot to tell the thing to drop Ragnar? Use command again?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
We save the homies in this house.
DC was 16, correct?
Yeah.
It will burn its second legendary resistance
You would.
to resist that. It would.
Hey, look, I'm getting them out of the way so y'all can just beat its ass, alright?
I mean, yeah, for other saving throws, for sure.
Fuck it. Ragnar still has a inspiration. I'll use my last inspiration on Art.
Alrighty.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Wait, no. Wait, Art, do you still have yours from last time, or did you?
No, I used it.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you another one.
Gassing up the
That'll be my
DPS.
turn.
Alrighty. Merge. Actually, no, sorry. This is a legendary action because new round. Legendary action. Takes literally all of its points to do it. You watch as it, like, sinks its teeth a bit more into Ragnar, throws its head back, and you watch Ragnar disappear down the throat of this creature.
Yeah.
And all you hear is just clanging from the inside. And Ragnar on the inside of this thing. You fall in. It's pretty hot. There's smoke like billowing out of all the orifices and everything, and you can barely see any light from some of the like stuff going on under the hood. But you actually fall, and you fall on something softer than metal that you weren't expecting. You just hear off me. What are you? And you look down and you realize that you have landed on a stout dwarven man in what looks like a very dirty attire with a broken monocle, holding a very large, like football-sized crystal that seems to be humming with energy. He's like, "Look, I can explain. I'm trying to put it back.
Winter yell, "Rip and tear, brother! You got this."
He has a say he has a crystal.
Mm-hmm. He is holding a large crystal in his hands, about like the size of a football, and it's just humming with energy. And you can see, like, very clearly from a compartment behind him that it appears like it was supposed to be in is now crushed from the malfunctioning. And it looks like everything that is trying to, like, you see, like, where the canisters are being loaded into the throat, like, cannon area, is, like, starting to jam, and, like, everything is basically about to go up. But this man is... That is what you see as you enter into, like, the middle of this thing. As it looks like it was initially designed for somebody to pilot it, but he seemed to be the only one in here at the moment.
I was like, what the fuck is he piloting this thing? What are you doing in here?
I'm not... It drives itself, I promise. I'm not controlling it right now. I wish I could. I just wanted to leave and, you know... You don't worry your pretty little head. You just stop this thing, and if you can get me out of here, I'd really appreciate it. And you recognize this man. This is the same dwarf that was over at Mythos Outpost that was digging up automatons over there. This is the same dwarven archaeologist that was poking around with them in the middle of the night when you awoke to find that the automatons had gone berserk.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The same one that you sat and drank with around the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Look, I just want to get out of here and go home. Kind of breaks into a coughing fit.
Did you tell me? Did he say he wants out of here?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll grab him and like try to beat our way out, or if I could just hop out the mouth.
That will be your prerogative then for when it comes back around. That is the case. But now, legendary action over. We do go back to Marge.
Are there holes in it?
There are...
Probably dead
You mentioned
At
lights.
least bullet holes, right?
I was going to say, there are bullet holes in the back of the neck. There are very select few vents, like up by the hood and by the rear, where the smokestacks are. and then there's obviously like the mouth. So there are openings.
So holes, but like some holes showing in light near Ragnar. This is very important because I need to be able to get one of these eye stalks of this fucking. I basically need this crab to be able to look real close into this hole.
I would say from where you are with.
Not from where I am. I'm gonna get next to it.
Oh, that's fair. You would have to look in.
Well, we were gonna come down here.
You would probably have to be directly behind it, or high enough high enough up to where you could see into the hood directly in front of it. So behind it would be your best bet, and that would have to be from here.
I guess then before
facing,
I do that,
the other direction right now.
Would I be able to see Ragnar through one of these holes?
Currently, no. Well,
I mean, if I were to get down there
no.
and look.
If you were to get down here and look, it would be a difficult perception check with the amount of smoke and sparks going on from behind. Not impossible, but they would be difficult. Because there are vents, like, toward the back section as well.
Hold on 1 second here. I got a couple options. It would be. That'd be pretty solid. Okay. All right, so I guess I don't. Does this thing look pretty beat up?
Yes, this thing looks very beat up.
All right. Well, I think that me and the crab are gonna try to. I don't know if it'll do enough, but we'll try. Can we use ice knife, but instead of a raised attack, can we try to like? All right. So me and the crab, we want to try to just plunge down into it with an ice knife, and if we have to take the brunt of that explosion to do so, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because I kind of want to upcast it at 3rd level.
I will say, you can do it as a melee if you want. You can summon the knife, and instead of shooting it as a projectile, the crab can, do a Dark Souls plunging attack with it if that is what you're going for.
I think that's what we're going to do. So me and the crab, seeing that Ragnar was eaten by this thing, we kind of like lock eyes up while we're sitting up here. And
you would take the brunt. Yeah, you would take the brunt of the explosion, but yeah.
We'll be all right. I hope. And he starts to do his little spittle thing where he starts to form a knife, and he takes a little bit extra time with it since it's a 3rd level. He's upcasting. It ends up a knife that's huge. The standard little toss knife is pretty big for the crab, but this one is almost like a 2-handed great butcher knife of a saber.
Yeah.
And he gets it between both of his claws. Has like the flat side held in one claw pointed with the sharp side up, and then he has the handle inside of his other claw, and I'm on top of him, and we decide just to jump down onto this to put both of our weight onto it.
Go ahead and roll me a melee spell attack roll with advantage because this is fucking sick.
Okay.
And because,
Cool.
I mean, I guess high ground, I don't know. I'm giving you advantage. I like this.
And then I have Vigilant Guardian, so you kill me instead.
Perfect.
Hell yeah. What's our proficiency?
Currently a plus
I guess
3, I
with this-
believe.
Plus
Like
3.
a 9.
So what
Not
do
yet, but-
what do I do then? A plus 7 because I get a plus 4 on my wisdom.
Yep, that'd be correct.
All right.
With advantage.
Plus 7.
Oh, that was almost a 4.
Hell yeah.
It makes a difference. The 21 does hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and show me damage.
All right. So that's the. Oh hell yes. That's the damage for the
piercing.
Yep.
Yep. It is magical piercing, so it's fine.
And the 3d6 explosion damage.
Even if it would succeed on a saving throw, that is going to do it. How do you finish this thing?
Oh hell yeah. as we scream Mount Claw, we go in to try to save Ragnar from the beast. The explosion will like rip away all the metal, kind of exposing the center. Even if it doesn't like fully move the creature, it'll just kind of like open it up. Me and the crab are gonna take a little blast back and like fling ourselves, get flung against this fountain.
Well, you will. So, as you land, like, Ragnar, you're having this conversation with this dwarven man, like, very confused, and you just see this ice saber. You hear a tong, and you see this ice saber pierce through the armor of this thing right behind you, and you see it sink into the rear engine, and you hear a very heavy hum begin to go off as it is going to be Marge. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for your knife.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Well, I don't really think we. Yeah, all right. There's one for me, and there's one for the crab. I guess we just go by the crab standards.
Fair enough. So both of those are failed, correct? So you'll both take 9 points of cold damage.
Oh, and it would be actually, it was, I forgot the base damage for it is 2d6, not 1d6, so it would have been 4d6 damage instead of 3d6 damage. So it would have been 13 damage.
Gotcha.
So, oh boy, I'm even chillier than I was a moment ago.
Yep. Both take 13 points of cold damage. And on death, you will also take, as the engine begins to hum, it's going to be 25 points of fire damage as this thing erupts. And you see the neck and head fall off to the side and get flung onto the pavement as the cart itself erupts, as well as you would also take this damage, Ragnar, for being inside of it at the time. And Winter as well for being within 5 feet. It's supposed to be everything it's everything within 5 feet.
All right, how much damage then?
25.
Oh,
fire.
jeez. I was looking at Ice Knight. All right.
And this
That's fair.
this damage is effectively what flings Marge and the crab back into the fountain. But like, you look up and the cart is essentially a smoldering heap with the eyes of the dragon head flickering and finally fading out. And you're able to see inside of it Ragnar just smoking and smoldering, and an unconscious dwarven man with very tattered archaeology dig attire and a now dusted monocle. His eyebrows just singed off.
Oh, he's alive?
He appears to currently be unconscious.
Damn.
But with that, you actually see the wormlings both give out a strange mechanical shriek as well. They appear to have been tied to this thing, and they both fall to the ground inert for the time being. So that is it.
Does that mean we're out of combat?
You are currently out of combat as of now.
I know it's gone, but I swing at the one that's next to me.
Just smash it against the ground.
Yeah, I'm just upset.
Yeah, no, it's in pieces.
Fuck. Ragnar, you good? Where you been?
Yes.
What?
Your
arms? Are you hurt? What the fuck?
You have, I was gonna say, you have like your arms have split open, your forehead is gashed up, your knuckles are like showing bone.
You look dead.
Everything hurts, but
I'll
let Ragnar take that as he will.
Hello, someone help!
Marge has probably cracked a rib off of that one, and she is definitely dazed. But she slides off the back of the crab, and the crab slumped like right up against the side of the fountain, like he's like on his side. I'm gonna slide down and hobble my way over towards the wreckage to try and help out Ragnar. I'm gonna roll my medicine check.
I'll come like Winterwood, wherever you go, he'll just help you. You know,
given the help action. Got you.
I wanna I'm gonna use one of my inspiration die to try to do that better.
One of your DM inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I add to
Gotcha.
that? Just the same roll, basically.
You'll just re-roll it, yep.
God damn it.
13. What are you trying to tend to?
I
currently?
want to help Ragnar, though, is what I was trying to do. I didn't know if not 8 would be enough.
Ragnar, are you still conscious?
He's almost passed out, but yeah, I'm still calm. Well, how much
Gotcha.
damage did I take from that explosion?
That was 25 fire damage.
25. Let me check real quick.
If I carried Marge like to Ragnar, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still calm. I have like 4 HP left.
That's
but
fine,
I'm
yeah.
still calm.
He's getting himself up out of the wreckage, basically. It's like the bottom of this thing didn't completely erupt. It kind of just blew the top off, basically. So they're kind of sitting in like this big metal scrap cradle now, essentially.
I will also. I don't know, you honestly look dead to me.
I have 4
hand you-
HP left, but yeah.
I'll hand you a health potion.
I chugged that shit.
It is
Go ahead and
at
take your...
2d4 plus 2. That's
Yep.
what I've written down at least.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. And at that point, I'll just go, hey, he's probably fine. Fuck. And then just.
I got 5. Hell yeah, I'm at 9.
Well, then
HP.
Let's
Then
go.
I'm back over to check on the crab. We're both down to like. We're hurt, but we're
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so 2 things real quick. 1, Ragnar, when you do the health potion, it does work as normal, but it burns going down, like, more than it should.
Oh, what'd you put in this?
I can't
Holy
taste.
water.
I don't know.
And, Marge, what effectively were you trying to assist Ragnar with? Like, what
I
was
thought
the
he was
intent of your
hurt a
medicine
lot
check?
worse, to be honest.
He's very
He's
hurt,
pretty
but
hurt.
like, yeah, he's
I thought he was a lot worse than what
Like
he
down.
was. So,
fair enough. Yeah. Gotcha. Okie dokie. Yeah.
It's Marge hurt.
Oh, with that, though, you
Yeah,
see.
Marge was hurt. Marge with temp HP probably down to like 15. Around there. Without temp HP, I mean, having used temp HP and everything.
temp HP big. Having survived the encounter, though, Winter going up, you would also see the passed out, unconscious dwarven man, just in a fetal position, like singed and still smoking, just death gripping in his arms this football-sized blue humming crystal from the inside of this contraption. And you guys on the roof would also be able to see it from where you're at.
Hey, 6A, what do you think about that there, Crystal?
I'm just
Well-
gonna don't get out of the dwarf's hands. Unless,
You're able to. He's like, his arms are stiff around it, but he is like,
Yeah, Winter does not recognize this man.
for sure.
It's just this random dwarf.
So that's going on. You are able to get the crystal out, and it just kind of, you can feel energy just like pulsing out of it, or like vibrating. Essentially, it's like a vibrating tuning fork is what it feels like. But it's, like I said, it's roughly the size of a football. And 6'8", getting back to Art, pipes up and just goes, that is also an arcane control core by the looks of it. But that's a really big one, and probably had a lot of stabilizing work to do, which would explain Big and Grumpy over there. If it was, I'd be mad if someone took my brain out too, or the reasoning part of it anyway.
Yep, there you go.
Just
Please don't
send
take the
it out
reasoning
to
part of my
Art.
brain out.
I don't know if Art's coming down from the roof.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't
I'll
want
never do
this. I'll break it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll come down and I'll grab it.
So yeah, easy enough. You guys are able to make your way down somewhat safely. Fire's being put out. You do see a lot of the city guard that was around was shepherding people away from the mayhem more than anything, and trying to keep them away from what was going on. And you actually hear from over in the fireworks stand, there's this just looks like a teenage elven boy, like a little wood elven boy with like this dark brown scraggly hair. Like, still has bedhead, just kind of like gets up like half asleep with his eyes half open, just looks over. What you guys fucking do to this town square?
Stopped a lot worse of a tragedy happening to the people within it.
What, you don't like the show?
I love this show. What happened to Zelmora?
Who?
Is that her head?
She tried to eat our friend, so yes.
We've done that before. I'm going back to bed. And you see he just lays back down, like, inside of the stall.
Mount Claw.
No response.
Fucking claw.
I'll see if there's anything, like, useful to yoink from the big boy. I don't know if there's any, like, I don't know, just loot or something.
Unless you are looking for metal
or
scrap.
materials.
Yeah, I was gonna say raw materials.
I mean, I kind of am because I know I have 2 people in the party that can use that stuff. But not that Winter would be able to recognize it. I just kind of, I guess, metal.
I was gonna say, it's most of this is essentially just the 2 big points of interest are a lot of scrap metal, if you're willing to just like peel it apart, and the large control cord that you're holding.
All right, he would probably just look around and just go, never mind.
Fair enough.
I'll just kind of kick the dwarf awake if he can wake up. But how hurt is he? Is he like life-threatening condition? Can I tell?
He may or may not be making death saving throws.
Oh. Well,
Which one? Who now? What's now?
I'll just pick up the dwarf. Hey, who is this? Do y'all know?
Does he need help? I can help him.
You would all be able to recognize him, even in this state, as the dwarf from Mythos Outpost who was there digging up the automatons before.
There's 16 for medicine.
That is good enough. You're...
I would have
this guy's
stabilized
dying.
him.
Yeah, he is stabilized effectively with that.
Okay.
I bring him over and I have hopefully the crab vibin can make us a little table for him right here.
Yeah, I can
To
guarantee.
put him on.
Just like on the edge of the fountain, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you see a lot of the people start, like, poking their heads back out from, like, behind buildings and stuff and looking around. And you start to hear something you're not necessarily used to. You hear someone start clapping. You hear a round of applause start to break out. People start cheering.
Fucking hell, wow.
Finally getting recognized.
I look over at Winter and I just say, give him a good Mount Claw.
Mount Claw!
Mount Claw! You hear, like, people kind of, like, look at each other and be
my
like...
wife up with that.
You just hear people kind of... Like, some people are whispering to each other, what's a Mount Claw? I don't know, just go with it.
Good lord.
Is that a place? Is that somewhere on
I'll
Voldaris?
fling. I
Technically
think I'll
a fleet,
save
but-
one of the winter minis because nobody seemed to want them. I'll just fling it at somebody
Yeah.
like, aggressively.
Give me an attack roll.
Kills the child, yeah.
Hell yeah, perfect. Dude, what's an attack roll here?
Just give me a d20 plus your strength modifier.
Alright, sweet. Alright, good.
You throw it into the crowd. It doesn't hit it doesn't bean anyone, but it kind of just like lands short on the cobblestone. Like, you kind of go to throw it and you realize you threw your shoulder out a little bit. You're like, ah, shit, and it like lands just short. Some guy just walks up. He's like, what's this? I don't know. Give it to my son.
Good.
You see, some of the guards are like going into this building now from where the fire's been put out and are checking to see if there are any people in there. And some of the like, you see that like they start to go in and they notice that like some of the bits are like collapsed, and they start making calls on sending stones and bringing some of the automaton force in, some of the essentially Warforged-esque automatons in, similar to Stride outside of town, to make sure that nobody's in the wreckage. And along with them, Selma Orlov, chief engineer, also comes up and just yells out to you guys. Is anybody hurt or dead? Please tell me there's not. No one died, right?
I don't think so.
Define dead.
Is he okay? He's the only one I see on the ground, and like she points at the dwarf on the fountain.
I think so. We got him a little table made up, and I'm checking him over. He's stable. Not alive, but stable.
I just don't want any deaths on my hands. I can't deal with that right now. I'm already dealing with enough.
Okay, well, you got a better place to put him than right out here in the middle of the road, then?
We'll get him to the temple over on the west side of town.
We'll get him there right now, and I kind of start to pull a dwarf on top of the crab. Come on, buddy.
Right.
Pretty sure you're too hurt to do it, so I'll just definitely just help you wherever you try to bring him.
So Winter and Marge are helping get the dwarf over to the temple. Mr. Love also calls out, well, this doesn't necessarily stop magic items from being thieved from around here and nicked all the time. However, I think you've more than earned that auto cart you were looking for, Mr. LeBlanc.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna have plenty of parts to go off of by the looks of it, and she kind of kicks the metal head of the dragon that was on the ground.
You better grab some of that, Ark. I swear to God, I need some of it.
Yeah, Art will grab some.
And yeah, like she's not gonna stop you. Like it's a case of basically take what you need. If you could just leave the wheels, the treads, and
Fuck, I wanted to make a little tank for myself.
well, I mean you could try, but what we're gonna set you up with is essentially this, but as your cart that works on its own. If that's all the same to you.
I want a chair that does it.
It's like Professor X with fucking tank treads.
Tank tread.
Look, the work order's not impossible. It might take a little bit of time, but I mean, we can probably whip something up for you. I mean, respectfully, I don't think my guard force here, even with the automatons, would have been able to hold that thing down. So, thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. You were Mount Claw. Is that what you yelled?
Mount Claw!
You're damn right we did.
You're very enthusiastic, and I appreciate that.
Well, we do like to solve some problems.
Well,
Also, I guess I'm walking away soon. I'm gonna go out with this dwarf goodbye.
yes, get him
Just
the
never
medical
felt happier.
attention he needs. We'll
He's
see
not
to
on
him
death's
soon.
door.
For once.
He was inside. Oh, sorry. He was inside the float, holding this mana crystal. So I would definitely keep an eye on him. You know, question him after he is a little better.
He was what?
He was inside. He was
I'll fucking kill him. She starts
Well,
to try to
okay,
push past you.
All right, no kill. I mean, here's the thing. First of all, you know, you want to get information from him. That's definitely important.
Then I'll kill him.
Also, nope. Killing is not
Then I'll
good.
kill him. Talk
Mm,
him up.
Here, why don't you, whatever he did, you can find a way of, like community service type things where he can, he has to serve the community and you know rehabilitate himself.
The last time we were near him, the whole place almost got blown up. But it's probably not his fault.
We dwarves live long lives and bear long grudges. It'll be, I'll see to it that he spends at least 50 years in a cell before he gets a chance to community service. And to redeem himself, make himself useful.
May I suggest, like, a trial by his peers? Something a little bit more fair? Because that sounds kind of harsh.
Maybe we'll shorten it to 25. Maybe.
Okay.
Depends on my mood and what he's got to say when he wakes up.
Okay, fair, I guess.
Yeah. You all great that though. I know Mr. LeBlanc was looking for a cart to be made for you. So I can definitely do that. Like I said, we've got plenty of parts now. If there's anything else that you can do, we're a bit strapped for magical items at the moment, but can always help with, you know, craftsmanship stuff. Got a lot of hard workers. It's the least we can do for you not letting Teddy's shop burn down over here. You see one of her automatons kind of shouldering a furbog man in a grocery store apron, kind of like coughing and sputtering, but like looking up kind of tiredly at you guys and smiling and waving. From the shop that was on fire that Marge Tidal waved out.
I have a specific work order for like a horn. Maybe
Like one to drink out of, or yell out of, or
yell.
Okay.
Not voice loud.
We can make a yelling horn. It's easy enough.
Right. Yeah,
Say,
I'll get to that later.
If there's anything you need manufactured, or particular favors that you would need, let's say one apiece for you will do. The cart's on us. That was already established. For right now, most I can say is thank you. Give us we'll talk about work orders, and if there's anything else you all need, please feel free to let me know. Let any of us know.
Thank you. And the rooftop damage wasn't us. That was unrelated.
Well, yeah, I mean, I heard at least 3-4 big explosions over here. Gonna be a lot of collateral damage.
Yeah, those robots are crazy everywhere.
I'm gonna wring his fat neck when he wakes up. You see, she starts making her way over to the temple as well. But congratulations, you have survived. You have effectively found Ragnar as well. So congratulations on that.
Yeah.
I missed you, Ragnar.
I had to rip you out of the fucking guts of a
We found
creature.
him.
Good job. Good job, comrades.
Hooray.
Our
Ragnar, your
Ragnar.
weapon good? What happened?
If it's all good, I think I need to hit the hay on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for now, I would say just be thinking about if there's anything that you would like made from the craftspeople around here, or if there's anything specific you would like to ask them for, or favors-wise, and just have that ready for your next session. The cart will be something that they are working on.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh shit.
With as many people as are going to be working on it, they could probably have it done in a day or so, so it'll just be a little bit of chill time before then. Just gotta wait for stuff to be made.
No waiting. Done now.
Done now.
Or Crab starts showing them what's up.
That's right.
You saw what we did to that thing. Imagine if you don't get it done now.
Oh no, crab intimidation. Crabbo with the stabbo.
I mean, honestly, that would be kind of terrifying. A crab threatening you at all.
Oh, dude,
He
it
probably
sure
gets
would.
what he wants. He straight up got the stabbo today. That was the. Oh, actually, he does get +6 to intimidation. That's baller. That's a strength check.
Yeah, I gave you
Baller.
I forgot I gave extra intimidation because it's a giant fucking crab.
All right. Well, I'm glad this crabbing with the stabbo was successful. So
Me too. Well done, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's session.
Yes, sir.
sure did.
Y'all.
Y'all are beautiful.
Y'all.
I'm gonna get on to bed. So, mwah.
Yep. I'm out trying to find a raid real quick. So I will be
All
right
right.
back. Right. Again, thank you to everybody who hung out. Really appreciate you guys. Find someone else here who is also doing D&D stuff. Send you guys over to. This crew is making their way to a dragon, apparently. Are they speaking English? They sure are. Safe place for everyone. We like that. Doing on Tabletop Simulator as well? Right on. All right. Send you guys over to Cat's Hotel here. Go show them some love. Also doing D&D. Hope you guys have a great night. Appreciate you. Take it easy. I'll be back soon.